and
Oh dear. Now
I'm
I
gonna,
have to behave.
well, I don't know. I don't know if my four YouTube subscribers will be offended by if you say the F word one time.
Disney will find out.
Disney will find out. They're like, "Did you say
It's
the F
that
word on
chip
a
they
YouTube
put in
video?"
Dan's
They
neck.
they they got long tendrils. Is that right, Dan?
Like Cthulhu. All right. So last time you guys were trucking around in the basement of Death House, but at the very end, you guys were checking out the other places, looking through some of the some of the crypt, the Durst crypt, and you found another staircase going even deeper into the ground below Valaki.
Oh, that's
Uh,
going to end well.
and at that point, your rogue and your frontline fighter basically vapored out, just leaving two clerics, a monk, and whatever Dan is. So
Which
a witch, which is probably the perfect combination for whatever's down there. So yeah, so you guys start out, you guys are on those steps and getting ready to go down. So first things first. Tenzin, give me a perception check. And I'm going to move
uh,
Velcro and Iggy down
I am
closer
going
to
to
the
also make sure that I'm still in my mountain stance.
wide stance. Definitely a good idea. Good idea.
You said perception, correct?
Yes, please. Perception natural Twunzo. Okay. Well, you
You need those for saving throws.
I
you
know. Or rolls to hit.
so there is first you're stopped. The guys behind you are like making noise, like, "What do we do?" Blah blah blah. Where did the Kutagawa go? You know, that kind of thing. And then from down the stairs, you hear some noise, some sort of chanting, maybe. It's very faint, but you can definitely hear it.
It's lovely.
It's those Aborigines with their
Didgeridoos?
didgeridoos. There you go.
It sounds like chanting. They're definitely voices, but beyond that, you're not sure what's going on down there. But you can definitely hear
Tenzin,
stuff.
can you move stealthily?
Um, yes, I can.
You might want to do that.
You want to try that? I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah, yeah. No,
We don't have to be
I'll
crazy.
start down the steps, trying to be as quiet as possible.
All right, so
Hey
you're gonna go down
guys,
there.
just to remind you that Baleen can
So,
see invisible
a
things if you
natural
want her to
20
see
and
them.
then a one.
What's that,
Beautiful.
Dan?
Wait,
Dan, Feline can see invisible.
Yes, as
Okay.
a reminder. So if you want me to send her ahead, I will do that.
Probably
That's
wouldn't
probably
hurt.
not a bad idea as a scout because Tenzin just tripped and fell down 3 foot.
well, he slid a little bit on the steps. There's a little bit of moisture on those steps. He slid a little bit and didn't, but the worst part was he, missed a little step, shifted a little bit, and then reasonably loudly was like, "Shit!" As thought he was going to fall downstairs, hold himself up, and then he was like, "Wow, that was pretty loud, wasn't it?" Yeah, it didn't. I don't know. So yeah, so okay, not great. But as you
Baleen
hear,
turns and says, "Shh."
yeah, be
Little
quiet, you
monkey.
numbskull. Where is Failing? Oh, there she is. Okay.
She's up
Yeah,
front.
All
she's
right.
as a reminder, she's flying and she's using Sonic.
Sonic. Oh, yeah, she's using like her abilities. All right. So
Yep.
are you sending her ahead?
She is where I put her. I think that's the
Yeah.
staircase down, right?
And we'll start moving down if that's okay with everybody.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah,
ahead and
but
do
what
that.
does she see, sense, anything?
She does. So as you guys move down, and I've still got you guys in the order that you
Yeah.
were,
Yeah.
she comes across the staircase goes down, and it goes down quite a little bit. You're guessing probably at least 15 to 20 feet below the surface of this level, and goes into. I mean, it's dank down here. So the first thing that Bailey notices is there's a There's more moisture. The walls are white with that nitro potassium kind of things. There's a wet smell, a smell of rot almost.
Ew. It's
It's
like the basement of a fraternity.
it's a little like the basement of a fraternity house. Somebody so I was talking about as a totally side note. I was somebody was asking me like, did you ever go to a venture store when you were a kid? I said yes. When I first moved to Belleville, Lynn Hatcher took me to Venture, the one on 159, because I moved into this apartment and I had literally all of my personal possessions could fit in the hatchback of a Firebird, and there was plenty of space, so I owned nothing. Um, and I said I had to get a shower curtain, I had to get towels, I had to get dishes, and they were like, "A shower curtain? Why didn't you have a shower curtain? Where did you live beforehand?" I said, "I lived in a fraternity house. We had curtainless stalls," and they were like, "You must have lived like an animal there." And I was like, "Yeah, right." So there you go. So this room, you could still sort of hear, and it's not loud, but you can still hear that weird chanting. It seems to permeate. It's almost like it's coming out of the very walls because you can know. I mean, you're looking around, and Phelan, even Phelan can't really pinpoint where the sound is coming from, even with her affinity for noise and sound and sonic energy. It seems to be coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. The As she ends at the stairs, kind of land at this sort of area, and it's a strange sort of open area. The first thing she notices is that a lot of these things you can see it's sort of, the ground is very moist. It's a dank air. There are pillars sort of in the middles of the place and everywhere. But what she sees mostly is like cut into the walls are like little alcoves. And they're all around the room. And they're probably 4 feet above the ground and maybe go up to about 5.5 feet. So it's like a little narrow, almost like a window that's carved into the stone. It's probably a foot deep. And in each one of these alcoves, there are like things in them. It's hard to see from this distance what those things are, but there are definitely like looking across. Faline is like looking across the room, and she can see that there are objects in those
Objects.
things. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Are there
are
any
those all
along this
support
wall?
posts?
Yeah, they're support posts. They're all just kind of sticking there. You can ignore them for the sake of continuity.
Are there alcoves up here?
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, there's one right there.
So Faline, remembering that she's flying, is going to go a little further in,
Okay.
but she's going to try to stay away from the alcoves. She's just going to go to about here.
Okay. Okay. She has vision, yeah?
Yeah, she has night vision and then this sonic vision.
Gotcha. Okay. So is she like sonic visioning around like that kind of thing?
Yeah.
All right. So as far as she can tell, there's no invisible creatures or multiplanar creatures or anything like that. Although still, she will explain to you. I'm assuming that you guys talk telepathically, or I can never
Yes.
remember. Okay. So yeah, she will tell you telepathically that the chanting noise is giving her pause because she can't locate the source. And she'll tell you it seems to be coming from like almost like the very walls themselves down here.
Okay.
Although that
I
can't
passed it
possibly
on to
be.
the rest of the group. I say she thinks it's gross down there, and there's chanting coming from everywhere, and she can't pinpoint where it's from.
Hmm.
She also sees that there is rather than an alcove at this point here in the room that looks like it's not an alcove. It looks like a little hallway going to the south.
Looks
And
like that might be here too.
it does, yeah. It looks like there might be another hallway there, although there's an alcove in the middle.
Got it. We'll convey that as well.
I'm going to step forward then into the room next to her.
Okay.
And then she is going to go further into the room right about here. Oops. Here.
Hey, Les, can you fix my character token? He can't seem to fit in the hallway. He's like,
You've
There you go.
got to
Use the
hit
Alt
key.
You've got to hit your Alt key when you move him, John.
Yeah,
It
sorry
snaps
about
you to the grid.
yeah, otherwise it'll snap to the grid. Yeah, if you hold your alt
Got
key
it.
down while you move them, you can put them anywhere you want. I
I'm with
apologize. The
you.
grids on these
Don't line
maps,
up.
Do not. I've tried to wedge him. Believe you me, I have done my best here. So,
Hey,
but
by
once
the
we
way,
get out of Death
guys,
House, it's be better.
you notice Velcro 3 is no longer wearing cloth. He's wearing chainmail and a
Ooh,
shield.
Chain and
nice.
mail, and he's got a shield. Maybe he's
And
not
a
a cleric
flail.
anymore.
He's
Oh yeah,
Velcro.
still cleric.
He's Velcro 3 now.
Electric
Uh,
Boogaloo.
yeah.
Alt key.
Well, if
Alt
he,
alt you.
Alt you. I'm writing that down. Alt you.
if he's
Is the ground firm or spongy?
It's firm. It's stone.
Okay.
It's just wet. And you can, I mean, as you step into the room, I mean, the smell of moisture, is much stronger here than it was upstairs. I mean, it was sort of like dank and kind of cruddy upstairs, but it was dry. There wasn't any, down here below. I mean, let's be honest. Valaki, the town, and frankly, Barovia in general is a rainy place. Um, you don't know if you're deep enough in the ground where groundwater is starting to come up or what's happening, or you're not sure, but it smells like water down here.
I'm
less
gonna
or
look in this little
yeah, in the
alcove.
alcoves are there anything? Wait a second, I'm trying to remember what that.
So
Uh,
in the alcove that you're standing next to, Zandarius, that
look,
has a small box in it.
looking for an ambered shard.
Okay. Give me a quick perception check. Tenzin. And Zandarius, there's a little box in that one right next to you, and nearby, this one over here, there looks to be, it looks like a folded cloth of some kind.
Okay. I'm gonna bring up my shield and I'm gonna use my neck splitter. I'm gonna pull the box towards me.
Okay. It's just, it looks like a wooden box. There's no lock on it or anything, just a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
hasp.
Well, like I
Um,
said, I'll pull that towards me. If I can flip open the top using my neck splitter, I will. If I can, I'll use my hand.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, they're inside, so it flips open easily. And inside is a small, so the box itself is maybe 10 inches wide and another 4 inches. It's not very big. You flip it open. Inside, it seems to be lined with some sort of leather. There's a distinct smell to that leather. You're not
Okay.
sure, but it's not great. And lying on top of the leather is a dagger. The dagger doesn't look, I mean, it doesn't look masterwork dagger. It doesn't look all that fancy. But instead of a guard on the dagger, the handle kind of comes out and it's wrapped with cord and that kind of stuff. But instead of a guard, it's like a big rodent skull,
Okay.
has been used for a guard. So it's like
The
somebody took
cross
the
guard.
tang and a thing and stuck it through this rodent skull, and that's now the guard for the thing. And it's just
All right.
laying there. It doesn't look. I mean, it's just got like cord wrapped around it. It doesn't look fancy. It just is this skull on it.
Gotcha. I will save that for our thief. That sounds like a weapon he might be interested in.
Okay.
Well, it looks like there's a dagger up here.
Do you
Mm-hmm.
do you need me other? I'm just gonna put rodent skull dagger. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That
Rat
one you're
skull
looking at,
dagger.
Tenzin, that other thing, it's a knife. It's not a dagger. It looks like a knife. But it's not made of metal. If anything, it looks like it's probably made of bone. Handle, crossguard, blade. It's made of bone. And it's got that kind of gray look to it. Um, and it's not desiccated bone. It's still a little like it doesn't have that sort of bleached whiteness that a lot of
It's fresh.
found, but well, I don't know that it would be fresh, but it's sort of like gray, and you suspect without, I mean, looking at it, the first thing that kind of comes to your mind is that bone's never been split, which means the marrow is probably still in it.
Oh, so you're saying it's a snack?
It could be a snack, yes.
Start chewing on it. What is this object here in front of me?
In that one, okay, so that is a bag. It looks like a leather bag, a satchel. Um, yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like there's nothing on it. It's just like it looked like a leather satchel bag of sorts.
Can we have uh our witch, he's a witch. Do a little detect magic to see if any of these objects actually
I can do that.
And John, didn't you say you had detect traps?
Negative.
Oh, don't have
I
that.
don't
Okay.
think is that even a spell now?
Was for clerics. Um,
Detect traps? Maybe not. I'll have to look.
Might be
so
second level.
in keeping with ZZ Top's thing, if John's going as Velcro 3, can we call him Tres Hombres?
There you go.
Absolutely. I frankly, I insist.
I like it.
Detect magic
Used to be fine
is a
traps, so
thing.
I don't know if they have that anymore.
Hold on, let me see if it's find traps. I guess so far not. Trap finder is a feat.
Okay.
So yeah, nothing. I don't see anything. Yeah, find traps is not a spell anymore.
We'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way and blunder into it.
What did Chuck once call that? Finding traps the hard way.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the easy way.
This hurts a lot more.
So I'm just gonna put things down here, next to the thing. So can you guys see those?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay,
I picked it up though.
gotcha. Okay, you guys gonna look at any other Oh, one was what was the one you looked at? Oh, it looked the bone dagger,
Yeah,
bone knife. Apparently, yeah, it's not a dagger. It doesn't look like a dagger.
it's a butter knife.
It's to cut your caviar with.
So, what else you guys looking at?
I will.
But
I will
we're in
step.
these niches.
Oh,
You taking a look over there? Iggy, Velcro, you guys looking at those?
Yeah. Velcro, look at the one
I'm
above you.
casting detect magic.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So first things first, detect magic shows nothing. None of the
Okay.
items in these alcoves radiate any magic.
I let everybody know.
I will step over to the bag
Okay.
and reach over and unfold it,
Grab it.
open it up.
It's heavy. And when you open it up, there's like it's filled with like a white powder, which is clumped up a little bit. And it has a fairly pungent smell. Any wizards in the group right now?
Well, you got the witch. Witch.
I
Iggy
do know arcane.
Huh? Can you do which can you do arcane spells?
Yes.
I'm sending you a message. Oh,
Okay.
never mind. Never mind. You can't. I know you can't. Yeah, so it's a bag and it's full of this white powder, probably a pound of this, all things. I mean, it's kind of heavy. But it's this like white powder, but it's in clumps and it has like a ammonia smell to it, a potassium smell.
Does it say
Ew.
Escobar on the package?
No, it's as far as you can tell, it's not cocaine.
Velcro, you want to check the alcoves above you, buddy?
Yes. What do I roll?
You can just look in
Perception?
them. Yeah, no, you don't have to roll that. You can just look in
Don't
it. Just tell me
necessarily
which
need
one
to
you want to
roll,
look
just
into.
stick your hand
Ah.
in there.
This one right here.
Okay. That one has a it has a small wizened forearm. It looks like it was cut off of some creature about mid forearm, and then dried in some way. There's also a piece of rope around the wrist, just like tied there. It just looks like a old piece of rope.
It's a
It's
monkey's paw.
too small to be a human arm. Yeah, maybe it looks like it would be subs. It looks like about the size of a Kutagawa's arm.
Hmm.
It'd be a monkey paw. You put that on, you can put on more magic rings than two.
You
What
checking
is
that
this
other one?
object, Les?
So that is a pendant. You pick it up. It's on a leather thong. It's a long, skinny pendant. Looks like carved from maybe ivory, but it has a ghoulish, distended, demonic face on it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'll look at these two objects in the corner then.
Okay. That one next to where you are now is a that's a head.
That's a
Shrunken.
head?
Yeah, shrunken. And your guess is that it's probably was once a halfling's.
Huh.
Was once a what?
Belonged to a
Halfling.
halfling or a hobbit.
Oh, I thought maybe there's just more Akutagawa spread around.
Is that a finger?
That is indeed a finger. It's larger than a human's finger, but smaller than, say, a giant's finger. Probably orc-sized, but definitely not orc. It's definitely not an orc finger. It's got a long and weirdly painted fingernail, which would lead you to believe that maybe it's a
Female?
female's finger. It's large. It's larger than a human's.
Hmm.
One of Xandarius' ex-girlfriends?
Could be.
Possible. There's certainly.
You know, when I break off a relationship, I break it off.
Hold on, I gotta write that down. Speaking of, I just want to let you know that this week, probably the top 64 quotes of 2025, the voting thing will come out.
Okay. Velcro, you got another niche above you. And
Oh, yeah,
maybe it
straight.
looks like
This
you
one
got
right
a
here.
couple. Yeah, you got
All
a
right, I'll check.
couple off to the right, it looks like.
I'll check that one out too. The one directly to my north when you get a chance.
Eric just texted me, said he will be here soon. All right, so
Okay.
the north, directly to the north of you. So this is kind of an odd one, in that it looks like a stick. The stick itself is carved from a piece of wood, obviously, but the weird part is that there is what is obviously the dried body of a frog tied to the stick.
Would that be a wand of sorts? I'm not
Well, it
familiar with
doesn't radiate
wands.
magic, so I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. It's a wart wand. You take that and rub the back of the frog on people and they get warts.
And Les, I'll check out these two here.
All right,
and
the
look
one on
at-
the
see what they-
right is a at first it's like a small it looks like at first you're like it looks like paper, but you think it's vellum. It's like a little vellum envelope. Here we go. Your boy Eric's joining. It looks like a little envelope, but inside looks when you open it up, inside looks like it's unmistakably a tongue of some sort.
Ah,
Wow.
That honey? What's that I mean?
That's some weird stuff.
Next to it on the left in there is what looks to be an immense eyeball, and it's probably as big around as a 12-inch softball.
Holy
Jeez.
cow.
But it looks like it's been covered in some sort of varnish to keep it from rotting. So it's just sitting there. It's just an eyeball.
Huh.
That's kind of neat. Definitely a thing to put in your china cabinet as a conversation starter.
And
just-
then what's
What's that?
this
Go ahead. And then just
object here?
Yes, baby.
that one, just laying there. At first, it's about 6 inches long. It is a figurine of a humanoid creature, but it has been wrapped in these tattered wrappings that look like some sort of cloth. Honestly, the whole vibe that it gives off is mummy. But it's obviously a figurine, and the figurine is like this, but it's wrapped completely up with this brownish cloth.
Tenzin, did you look at this object?
Oh, is there an object over there? No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Which
there's
one?
One there and one there.
The final one. All right,
This
this one is
this was like a shroud.
yeah. You didn't really look like a pile of cloth of some kind.
Yeah.
Or leather. The last one in that final resting place over there is it's a large bone, perhaps the thigh bone of some sort of creature that has been whittled down and drilled out. Those of you who are clerics would recognize this as the sort of tool that priests might use to to throw holy water at people.
Holy
You know
water
how
mace.
Yeah, so well, not a mace. It's very much
Sprinkler.
obviously not a weapon. But like sometimes, when there's a blessing and
Sprinkler.
they'll
Yeah.
sprinkle holy water on you, it looks like something like that because the holes are in it. There's obviously a reservoir that has been hollowed out of the
Well,
bone,
Jim,
but
help
it's
me here.
made out of a
What
bone.
aren't those originally called holy water maces?
I don't think they were
I
mace.
don't
A
think
I
we
mace
mean,
would
call
be,
them
they're not a
mace.
weapon
Yeah.
yeah,
at
it's
all.
definitely not a weapon. Eric,
Okay.
good to see you, brother.
And I'll take my orc neck splitter and pull on that cloth, make sure there's nothing underneath it.
Well, it's cloth and it's surprisingly thick. Let me do this real quick here. There's your boy. Um, so it's surprisingly thick, and as you sort of like move it along the line, at first you're like, well, it's not cloth, it's not a textile, more like a skin. But it's a big piece of skin.
It's
If
like an
this,
Egger suit.
well, it's not a suit, it's more just like there's no head or anything to it. It's not like you would put it on, it's just cloth. But well, not cloth, it's just like a big piece of leather, tattered at the edges. Um, but you're worried that if this creature was human sized, when
It'd be
this
dead.
cloth came off, when this leather came off of it, it's almost certainly dead now,
Well, no worse than a softball sized eye.
right? Well, whoever's eye that is, it's definitely not human, but it's been varnished, and you can see there are layers of
Right.
varnish on it.
I'm going to go over and give the rat dagger to Akutagawa.
All right, Akutagawa, Zandarius comes over. He's like, I found this. This looks cool for you. It's basically a small dagger, but instead of a metal guard for the hand, it's got a skull. It's the skull of some sort of rodent, maybe a rat. But I'll tell you what, if it was a rat, it was a big rat because your hand kind of like fits in it.
The New York
Uh,
City rat.
it's a New York rat. Yeah, it's a New York rat. New York rat skull dagger. That's what we're calling it in the module here.
Well, there
Well,
is.
since it's earlier, it'd be New Amsterdam skull rat.
Right, good point.
All right.
There,
And Tenzin, it looked like there was a passageway with a grate.
yeah, there's a gate or something down
You look
this
down
way.
there? Yeah, you want to give me a quick perception? You're gonna go down there? All right, so first things first, as you start going down there, you realize immediately that this hallway is going on. No problem. Eric, take all the time you need. We'll be here when you get back. Take care of the kids first.
Yes.
Tenzin, as you're going down, I mean, this thing goes down, and about the last probably 8 feet of it, water begins lapping at your boots. In front of you is a portcullis, which is down, and you can see beyond. There's a much larger room in there, but it's definitely filled with water. Now you're not sure how deep. Your guess is you kind of stop when you hit the water, and you're looking at the portcullis, and you're guessing that probably it's no more than a foot, maybe a foot and a half deep. But you can't tell for sure because it's got water. There's also some sort of, I don't know, plinth or platform sort of in the middle, and you can see at the very edge, you could see there's like a cave entrance of some sort way down here, and some stairs that go up onto what looks to be a platform that's overlooking the water, which is about 4 feet above the surface of the water, or 3 feet above the surface of the water, so about 4 feet, maybe 4.5 feet above the floor. There's stuff going on in there.
Is there any place in this little hallway that I'm in to crank up the portcullis?
There doesn't seem to be any controls for the portcullis on this side. You look at it, the portcullis is just like flat metal shavings. It's not very expensive, or frankly, very well made. And it's rusty. Obviously, the moisture down here, it's just a steel portcullis, an iron portcullis that has been oxidizing quite a bit. It's quite rusty.
Well, Zizi, why don't you check that other space? Maybe there's a way to open it from that other side.
Okay. I'll walk down here and look. It appears it continues on.
Yes. So it turns to your right, and goes in there. The one thing that you notice is hanging on this wall right here on what looks to be an iron spike just sort of knocked into the mortar between two of the stone blocks is an iron ring of keys, very oxidized, very old, and just sort of lying there. In fact, the iron spike and the ring of keys may have oxidized to each other.
Okay, gotcha. So it looks like a set of jailer's keys or watch keys.
Yeah, it's not large. There's like three keys on it, but they're
Okay.
all very rusty.
I'll walk down and look down the hallway and then examine it after I look south.
Okay. So you look south, and it looks like there's a central hallway going directly south, and then alcoves off. You can see in several of these alcoves are the unmistakable sight of iron bars and doors.
Okay,
This could be some sort of
jail.
jail of some sort. You
Okay.
peer in, the ones right next to you. I mean, if you like sort of just look into these little
Yeah.
alcoves, it looks like there are skeletal remains, some of which are still attached to manacles on the wall.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's manacles on both walls.
Yeah.
And where are the gates for that? Just
They're in there just yeah, they're not on the map. They're just sort of in the middle.
okay, just in front of it. Okay,
Yeah. They're none of them seem to be closed.
gotcha.
They're all sort of standing open. Some of them look like they've never really closed. The manacles sort of preclude the need for much additional security, but
Yeah, no, understand. Well, I'll move down. There's just skeletons in all of them, and no other
in most of
debris
them, yeah.
around
There's
them?
one right next. There's a skeleton right there next to you that you can see. Yeah, it's just bone, but it's really just bones. A pile of bones that are laying there. It's not even hooked to the manacles anymore. The bones have slipped through over time. But yeah, definitely skeletal remains. Give me a quick perception check, Xandarius.
Okay.
25, that's very good. You do hear down at the very end, you hear what sounds like labored breathing. No, some sort of like
Panting?
movement, not panting, maybe
Okay.
a little bit of panting,
Is
kind of
there-
like
Isn't there a girl we're looking
Oh,
for?
like disjointed, painful sounds.
yeah, it doesn't sound well.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's little girl down here all by herself.
Oh, Arena, yeah. So that was the little ghost girl told you that
Yeah.
Arena was down here trying to
I'll
avoid the
I'll I'll,
monsters.
I'll move down and peek around these corners. Are these bigger cells here?
Yeah, some of those are bigger. There's more skeletal remains in the one to your left. The sound sounds like it's coming from all the way at the end of the hallway.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm gonna look before I
Sure.
walk on down.
You want me to jump in front of you?
Not necessarily. More cells on either side here.
Cells on either side, more skeletal remains,
Okay.
this time scattered
I will
about.
poke my head around and see. Looks like there's
You hear
more cells.
as you look over, and this is what you see. Trapped in one of the cells at the very end is what, after your experience here, you can only assume is a ghoul.
And it is chained.
It is chained, both
Okay.
legs and feet. It's in the last cell, and it looks emaciated. It looks at you and it has that little glow in the eyes, and you can see it slavering a little bit. It's not so dehydrated that it won't salivate at the sight of potential food, but you can see that it sort of begins to try and move forward, and very quickly it sort of becomes completely exhausted. It doesn't even sort of like throw itself against its manacles or anything. It can
Okay.
barely move.
I'll,
When it
I'll
looks
back
at
up
you,
a
it's
little
like,
bit and pull out my crossbow.
it doesn't even look like it's speaking or trying to. It's just groaning. You're not sure how long this creature has been here, but it looks absolutely emaciated.
Well, at least they have light for him.
That's a good point.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can do.
Yeah,
Hey,
we-
Eric.
Yes, we
Hot
can.
damn. I'm sorry I'm so late. It's been kind of a weird day.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. We're glad to
Your
have you.
character's
however
still
late-
alive.
Still alive.
That's a good start. Me too. All good. I'm glad to see
Beats.
you all. Hello, friends.
Good to
Um,
see you as well, man.
I'm ready to kick zombie ass.
All right.
Did,
So
Those
did you
zombies
get
get it.
you got the rat skull dagger? I gave you a rat skull dagger. I'm gonna pull
Oh,
out my crossbow less and
just
shoot the
plunk
thing in
them.
the head.
All right. So you take careful aim. You realize you can get quite close to him without him being able to touch you. So you end up plunking him from probably 4 feet away. It's a
Okay.
non-shot shot. The crossbow not only hits him in the face, it goes completely through, and nothing comes out of the hole. His eyes roll up, and he sort of falls backwards against the wall. But he's so desiccated that no blood comes out. You can just sort of see, behind him. The bolt is on the ground behind him, and he just slunched back on the thing,
Okay, and
with
he's
drool kind of.
definitely um, double mort.
He's got a hole all the way through his head.
Okay,
So yeah, and he's not moving.
all right. I'm gonna go and retrieve my crossbow and call a Gudagawa forward. Maybe he's protecting a secret door. That's why they put him here. I don't know
Okay.
because we've kind of run out of places to go.
Well,
all right,
except for
cool.
through the grate, if we can figure out how to open the grate.
Yeah.
Um, if people are ready, I am delighted to show up in time to look for secret doors.
Do it.
What I shall
You can
do,
do
I'm gonna,
it.
it's perceive.
Well, you got to come all the way down in here
Yeah,
to
perception.
All right, and where am I?
You are
You're
up
in
in the room
Oh,
with
I
all
see.
the
Jeez. Oh,
weird
oh,
little museum that they
oh,
have going on
gotcha.
up there.
Here?
Yeah,
Okay, here. Great, great, great,
Yeah,
great.
right down
go
here.
all the way down
all
where
the way down to the bottom.
the ghoul was.
Ah, oh, I see. I've missed a lot. I'm really
Yeah, no
sorry.
worries. It's
It's
all good.
been okay. So I'm gonna do perceive. I'm gonna do looking for secret doors. Now, I have a silly question.
It's
It
the only kind I
says
get.
I have that's actually the only kind I know. I have a perceive here, and then it says a box. It's a blue perceive box with white letters, a blue initiative box with white letters, then a drop down, and it has perception, stealth, deception, all the way down to thievery,
Yeah, this isn't thievery. This is perception.
perception, thievery. Then here we go. I'm going to search for secret doors, my friends.
14. All right, yeah, you search around the body of the ghoul, and you don't find anything of note. This is
Okay.
definitely a cell block of sorts. And having seen the skeletal remains, it sounds like, well, whenever this place was, well, if it was in turn abandoned, they left these people to die here. If there are
Mm.
people, this guy that's chained here looks like a ghoul. And now, while he's a lot fresher than the skeletal remains that are in some of the other cells, he's not fresh. He's been here. Your
Well, if
guess?
there's a little girl, there's no way she could have gotten through that grate, right?
No, the grate is probably the holes in the grate are probably
So
inch and a half.
Unless
that
she's already in that room.
how would she
Um,
gotten there?
Well, yeah, but if they're the jailers, they know how to get her in.
Well, the keys are corroded to the wall.
No, yeah, but they may have another way to get her in
Yeah.
there. So this doesn't look like a way out from this room.
No, as far as you can tell, there's no way out from here.
I would like to do a real thorough search of the whole place if I could.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm
You
gonna
want to take
head
a little
back
bit.
up to the other space. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see here. I'll just
You're gonna search all the cells,
yeah,
everything.
I'm just gonna search everywhere. Should I do a perception check again or
Yes, please.
yes, sir. Here we go. 20.
20. All right, yeah. You take your time, you search all of the individual cells. You guys up in the museum room, sort of hear him clanking around down there. But yeah, Akutagawa, you don't find any secret doors, no treasure or anything valuable of any kind. The only thing that you really learn from this, searching these cells is that they had probably half a dozen people here at one time,
Hmm.
and they died here.
That's horrible.
They died in that prison. There was enough skeletal remains. You're probably thinking between 4 and 6 people that are just sort of scattered about. Some of them are still in their manacles, which means they probably starved to death.
That's horrible. That somebody who did that had a really bad attitude.
Well, there's no water here, so they probably would not have starved. They would have dehydrated to death.
Well,
Um,
now I'm gonna drink some tea.
do you want to do a search of this room, Eric? We're trying to look for a way to open that portcullis,
Ah, okay,
unless
sure.
we have to just brute force it.
Les, if I may, I will search for traps first. I
Sure.
don't want any like falling stones or uh um what's the word for a big block of stone? There's a word for it.
Not an obelisk.
Boulder?
No, there's a word for it. I forget. Never mind. Uh I'm gonna search for traps first,
Churches?
if I may. Um I'm gonna do perceive and 18, anything?
No, you don't see any thing. How I mean, do you peer into room 38 at all or any of that, or are you just searching the portcullis directly and the
Right
walls
now
around?
I'm just searching for traps anywhere I see.
Okay.
Next, I'm gonna search. I'm gonna peer. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna just look for, I don't know, a hidden lever or something. I don't
Okay.
know, anything to possibly open that door. And I roll a 15.
You don't find any hidden levers or any traps. It just looks like a portcullis that's been down. It's obviously got a mechanism that so there must be some sort of control somewhere, but wherever it is, you haven't seen it yet.
Unless I'm going to dig around in my adventure backpack, I'm going to pull out a crowbar and
Crowbar.
hand it to Tenzin.
Okay.
I'm gonna step back and give
Here, I got a
Tenzin room to
universal
work.
key for you.
I'm gonna give Tenzin room to work. Actually, if there's room, I'll go up and try to help. But I don't. Tenzin's a big guy. I don't know if I can fit in there.
Sort of
But
underneath
also,
between his legs.
I'm a goblin, so I could like I don't know. Uh, I'm not a strong guy. I'm a goblin.
All right,
So,
Tenzin, you want to try and pry? I mean, what are you going
Yep.
to do? You try and like lift it
Athletics,
up,
wouldn't it?
or are
Wouldn't
you
it
going
be
to try and
would it
pry
be
the bars off?
I'm gonna try to pry up. That's the way it should be going, is
Bring it
up.
up. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right, go for it. Yeah, give
Would
me
it be an athletics check or would it be just a strength check?
either will work. Tell you what, use the best. Use the one that you're the best at.
Uh,
In
Gotta
this
be
case, for a strength
athletics.
check, it would just be your strength bone. So probably athletics.
well, yeah, the athletics I think is better than just a straight
Strength.
strength. Yeah.
Use athletics then.
26.
26. All right. You get that crowbar down there, and when you're sort of lifting it up from the bottom, your hands are under the water. So you're kind of like lifting it up. It does kind of scooch a little bit. So you think, well, I could probably do this. So finally you give up on the crowbar and you just get your fingers down under there, get them in between the things, and just start cranking up on that thing. And pretty soon, at first it's slow going, but pretty soon you get that thing moving and it goes and it ratchets up. Now, you're a little worried that it's going to come slamming back down, but it looks like it's got a ratchet of some sort that's keeping it. So yeah, you can get it 4 or 5 feet up in the air, and it will stay there.
Okay.
I'm glad we got a strong guy,
Do we have
or 2 or
anything
3.
we can pop under it to keep it from dropping just in case?
We can leave the dwarf here to do it.
Yeah, Grugilda.
We could
Les, I will go ahead and sweep under it and step into the room then.
Okay, go for it. All right, couple of things that you see. First, to your
What
left,
is
about 3 feet
that object?
away,
Yeah.
is the wheel that you think controls the portcullis. It's got a locking mechanism in place, and if you go over there and sort of crank it, you can move the portcullis up and down. It does not move easy. It doesn't want to move because of the corrosion, but it will go up and down.
I will get it all the way up then.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so it's easier to move in and out. I
Yeah,
don't
and
want ZZ banging his head when he's going
No.
under. or
Well,
anything like that.
you better get that sucker up there. I'm 9 foot tall.
that would be terrible. All right, so you
Or I'm
find
7
yourself,
foot
and
tall,
you
rather.
are about the water is indeed about 1.5 feet deep here, which means what? thigh high on Akutagawa,
At
maybe
least,
just
yeah.
below the knee for Tenzin. Now there is, as
Right.
you can see, there are these steps coming up out of the water that go onto a little sort of platform, almost like an observation platform. That looks down, and you can get up out of the water and you can stand, and it sort of surrounds the whole thing. It's about 3 feet above the surface of the water, so about 4.5 feet above what you make out to be the floor of the room. But it's filled with water. In the middle of the room is sort of a dais of sorts, and on the dais is altar is putting too fine a point on it. It's more like a big stone table. And it looks
Slab.
like it's a solid slab of a block of stone that's just sitting there. And Tenzin, from where you're standing, and Akutagawa from where you're standing as well, you can see that there are obviously bloodstains on it.
Yeah.
I will approach closer and
Okay. Beyond that, you can see that there's a hole sort of cut in. Now, this is different. This room, I mean, it's stone block. It's done by masons, right? With that over there, looks like it was just carved out of the wall, and you can see sort of in there. There looks to be a pile of bones just thrown in there. It looks like a pretty substantial pile. It's coming up out of the water, so it must be at least a couple of feet high.
Hmm.
You go over to the platform and you check it out. The platform is unadorned, raw stone, it will carved stone, and it's got two steps going up to the sort of top. So it's almost like like a ziggurat almost. The top area is probably 10 foot across at its widest, but there is a space on here, as you can see, that it's just a stone block. The block is probably 4 feet high and 5 feet, 6 feet wide. And there's definitely blood on there. Now, the blood on there looks old. It's dark maroon. Well, not so much dry, but but the one thing you notice about it is there's a lot of it. From where you're standing on the rear of it there's also what look to be lines of blood dripping down the back side of the thing. So, Tenzin, in your professional opinion, more than one person died on that stone.
mhm. Iggy, can you have I forgot
Baleen.
your
Baleen?
Baleen, I just moved her down there.
Can you have her
So,
take
yeah.
a look in the bone area down there,
Okay.
south
So
of
Les
her?
is the room. She's using her sonic vision.
Okay. All right. Give me a quick perception check.
Okay. Uno momento.
Did not image.
I have to find not Iggy. I want pet familiar. There we go. And perception.
14. That's it, huh? Okay.
That's it.
Oh, all right. Sonic. I don't know. 14. Sonic. Well, all right. So where she's at, she senses something. At first, she doesn't sense anything. Then she senses something, she thinks, moving around maybe under the water over by the bones.
Hmm.
I'll let the group know that
Like on the
there
left
might be
side of
something
the
in there.
bones, right side as we look at the map, left side to you guys.
Not surprisingly, she senses something back by those bones, but I'm not getting much of a surety about what it is.
No, just the best that she can do is that something's moving under there. She can also hear what sounds like so the bone movement stuff, the water, something moving in the water is sort of on the left side, sort of over here, maybe over
Yeah.
here. It's on the left side of the bones. But she also hears something on the right side. Snuffling sound, maybe?
Oh.
Our kid.
Or
She moves a little bit closer so she can try to get a better feel.
okay.
And maybe a reroll.
Okay, go for it. Reroll. I'll allow a reroll.
Yep.
This has been 16, a little better. All right. So, first things first, she does see now she does sense that thing under the water. She gets a better sense of it. Something is definitely moving around on there. It's not moving a lot. It's sort of nestled up against the bottom under the water next to the pile of bones. And it sort of moves around a little bit and then it stops. Then it moves around a little bit, stops, kind of comes back and forth. It doesn't look like it's like beelining towards you guys. But the other thing she is there's a creature in there sitting down like on a little ledge on the
I
other
see
side of
it.
the bones.
All right, let everybody know that. And as a reminder, she's flying, so she's not in the water.
Right. She hasn't said anything, right? Only talked to you telepathically.
Correct. But I'm going to let these guys know here quietly. All right, we got somebody in there over to the left. It looks like he might be
Can I
heading
see
for the
that
creature in
person
the
from my
water.
vantage point or no?
Give me a perception check.
I
It's
would
pretty
say,
dark
is
down
it,
here.
I'd ask Iggy, is it the little girl? Is what I'd ask. When he said there's somebody over there.
Iggy, the vibe you get is it's definitely not a little girl.
Yeah,
Sand
no,
areas, you can see something over there, but it's really dark. You can't really sense it. You can't really see details.
Faylene says it's a creature, not a girl.
Well, it looks like it's Radu Valley.
Shit.
Way to cheat.
Whatever that is.
Isn't that the guy who trained Batman?
Could be.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who's this Radu Valley guy?
I don't know.
All right. So Iggy, you and Faylene are up on the top there. Akutagawa, you guys are over there.
It's
Anybody
Rudy
else?
Valley.
Anybody else looking for anything else?
Let me do a quick search real fast.
Okay. Of the platform where you are?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
18.
Eight.
I'm just searching around, whatever I can look for and see.
Yeah, other than this sort of very sort of wet stone that's above the surface of the water, you really don't see anything of note. There's no inscriptions or nothing on the thing. It just looks like that this walkway that's on either side of this platform was there for people to get up out of the water and I don't know, potentially witness or watch what happens on the plinth.
Didn't you say somebody was sniffling?
Do we still hear
you
the
think it was that?
chanting?
Yeah, you definitely hear the chanting. It's diffuse. It sounds like it's far away.
Tenzin, what do you think? You want me to tell the guy to show himself?
Yeah, I was going to say, call out to him if you.
You there in the alcove of bones, show yourself.
At first, there's no response, and then he says, "If you've come to kill me, then you'll have to come in and fetch me because I cannot come out."
We are not here to kill you. Come on out.
He has sent you to put an end to my sufferings. I can tell.
I don't know who he
is
is.
he?
You know him. Him who rules. Him. My
Tenzin,
lord
he's
and
right here.
master.
Oh, you said my lord and master.
You come from him. I can smell it.
No, Tenzin's right here.
Is that what that smell is?
Yeah.
I've never smelled orc before. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, I cannot come to you, as you well know. You will have to come and fetch me if you wish to murder me.
I don't want to murder you.
Hang
What
on,
are you
I'm
doing
Tease
down
me,
here?
if you will.
What are you doing down here?
Why ask silly questions? Come and finish your work. Otherwise, your master and mine will be angered at the delay.
What is your name?
You know my name. Otherwise, he wouldn't have sent you.
We are down here looking for a little girl.
Little girl. There's no little girls down here. Although, you might meet the baby at some point.
The
The
baby?
baby? Oh, we met the baby.
I don't think you met the baby yet because he's snoozing around down here somewhere.
Oh, baby. What kind of baby?
He looks at me as if I might be food, but he has never as yet decided to take a bite.
I look back to Velcro and I'm like, should I fire a warning shot across his bow? You got your mute on, John.
Yes, I would highly endorse that.
Okay. As long as we're in agreement, I'm good with it.
It's a Durst family has abandoned the house.
Akuda, have you gone? Are you going
It's a
into that
grand
room,
house.
or are you standing next to the edge of the
Once
dugout
renovated,
area?
of
I'm
course.
trying to stand right on the edge.
All
Right
right.
on
Do
the
you?
edge.
Can I hit him with a 26 less?
Probably. Although that's gonna be. I mean, you're cutting the corners pretty hard.
Ooh.
26 will hit. So you hear him like "ow," and as you actually don't hit him, but you hit the wall next to him, and a shower of sparks and shards of stone and stuff rack him. He's like, is that it? Is that what you're going to do to me? Well, come and do it then. I have suffered in this pit long enough.
I'm gonna leap
Tenzin, you
over
get a.
here.
I'm sorry, you're
No,
gonna.
no, never mind.
Okay. So Tenzin, as you go closer, you get a better look at him. And Xandarius, as you move closer, you get a better look as well. And you can see potentially why he has not come out. And maybe you can't.
Is he also chained?
Because it's dark. He can't come out.
Let's try this. There we go.
Oh,
Oh.
I see.
Oh, he's chained, huh?
So as you guys peer in there, you can see that there's like a little stone platform at the back of the cave, and the water is flowing in here, and he's just sitting on it, and he's covered in chains, and chained to there's like a little stone block that's
Oh.
sunk almost entirely in the water. There's trash and everything sort of surrounding him in the water, and he's just
I say,
sitting
do
there.
you have a drinking problem?
I was gonna say, wow.
Yeah, I don't know
Hey,
why.
man.
There's a lot of wine bottles in this picture. So I mean, I think it's just trash that's floating around in this little cave.
His name is Jack, and he's waiting for Rose to return.
So he looks at you
He
as you
pushed
guys
her
are
out the door.
peering in. He sort of looks at you. He's like, my master has found new tools and servants in the sea. I don't. He peers forward. He's like, I don't recognize any of you. Where do you come from, Kresk?
We
Yeah,
don't
yeah, sure.
serve you, master.
Looks like a vampire of some
Kresk.
sort.
Yeah, he does look like a vampire.
Excuse me, sir. Are you a vampire?
Vampire? Oh, a vampire? No,
Oh.
no, not a vampire. No, but
Why the fangs then?
I do need blood to survive. So maybe you
Oh.
give me just a teeny little bit, and I'll tell you what I know, Kreskies. Those people from Kresk. I know that you live in your little fort, and historically, everyone in Kresk has been enemies of my lord and master. But apparently, you've switched sides to become his executioners.
I was looking for the note. I remember we had a note that said
Okay.
The house that Strahd had given the house to somebody else,
Okay.
and I can't find
this
that.
one.
Since
My
he
dear
abandoned the
servant Aleko
house.
Dobromir. Enclosed, you will find the deed to the house that I'm sure you will agree will not only full payment for your services to my estate, but also a deserving reward for your good deeds and charity to my beloved Barovian people in the church. That one?
I will ask him. Yeah, I will say, are you Aleko?
I don't know Aleko. Is he the man who owns this house that they decided to imprison me in and wait for me to die of starvation? Come, if you have any mercy in you, you'll give me just a teeny bit of blood before you chop my neck off. Before you remove my head.
I don't feel like donating blood today, but
Donating blood.
Come on, little one. Just a little sip.
Maybe some plasma?
Just the teensiest bit. Just a taste of
I'll give you some brandy.
my old. Just a little taste would be good.
How about some brandy? Goblin brandy.
I cannot drink brandy.
With all the bottles sitting around him, he's
So,
I'll drink some goblin brandy.
So, Velcro, an undead specialist of some sort?
I have undead lore.
Give me some undead lore.
One undead lore coming up.
Hit me with some undead lore.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. So let me just go ahead
Xandarius, did you just blast him again?
Tried to.
20 will hit him. Did you want to hit him?
I do.
Okay. Undead lore. All right. So, first things first. You hit him, and the lance. So he lets out a yell. "Ow!" And falls backwards in the chains. He looks dead. He falls backward. His head is in the water. He sits there for about a minute, and is like, "Ah!" Comes back. Oh, what was
Oh,
that?
so this is a verm machine.
So undead lore Velcro, as you look at this creature, you can see he was right. He's not a vampire, but he's definitely a spawn of a vampire of some kind.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Do I know about spawns and what they're about?
Well, vampire spawns. All right. So vampire spawns are typically servants of a vampire that will. They're not full vampires, although they do have to drink blood. They are subject to light. They do have some of the powers of a vampire, but not. They're not. They don't have the same powers as a full vampire. Typically, a vampire can choose to make another full vampire, which is sort of a. It's a lengthier process. Or if they just flat out kill somebody by drinking their blood and then put a little bit of their blood back in them, they make a spawn. A lot of vampires, at least in the books that you have read back in Golarion, a lot of vampires will create spawns as servants, messengers, that kind of thing. They're generally not as powerful. They're generally not as intelligent as vampires. They don't have the same kind of powers, but they are subject to the same kind of problems. Like need to drink blood, are susceptible to bright lights, the sun. They can't exist in the sun very long, that kind of thing.
Well,
That's what you
then,
suspect this guy is
I
a
asked
spawn.
Velcro, would this thing take damage from holy water, blessed water?
Definitely would.
well,
I mean, I can whack this guy. Do we want any information out of him? Because I need to put him at rest. That's
Well,
my
I was thinking
ethos.
about blessing the water since it's all continuous and making a big blessed pool of water.
As you guys
That's
are sort
cool.
of talking about this, he's kind of peering forward as he comes back, and you can see his back, and like he looks down at the charring on his chest where you hit him, and he's like, "You are not my master's servants. Who are you? Who are you that have come to this place? Only my master's servants come to this place."
Well, we're trying to find a little girl, and you can help us, and we'll put you at peace. Or what do you want? What do you
or
want?
don't help him, we'll make you into pieces.
Yeah.
What was this little girl's name? Perhaps I have encountered her in the past before my imprisonment, my unjust imprisonment.
I forgot what the kids called her.
Irina.
Arena.
Arena.
Yeah.
Do you tell Radu that?
Yeah.
He laughs when he hears the name Irina Koliana. Oh, yes, I certainly know her name. My master's true love, or so he claims. I know that he searches for her. If she was here, he would have had her long ago. I know the name.
Well, we'll tell him that the Durst children
Deed to the
told
house.
us she was here.
I know of no children other than the baby, who even now seeks you. Can you feel it? He says to Akutagawa,
Talking about the
can
baby.
you feel the baby?
The baby.
Dingo
What
ate
baby?
my baby.
A dingo ate more, baby.
Here comes the baby.
All right.
Here comes
And
the
it-
baby.
And out of the water, directly
gotta
in front, I'm
Switch
going,
us out of this picture,
Yeah.
Les, so we can.
directly in front of Akutagawa, something emerges quickly, scuttlingly out of the water, and it looks like this.
Oh, geez.
Another baby.
Jeez.
Got all kinds of.
Let's
it's
roll
like
for
a
initiative.
It's like a
Oh,
glibbering
gee.
mother.
Initiative.
Don't forget to click on your guy to roll initiative.
Baby altar.
Ooh,
Was
my
that
turn.
the baby from what's his face?
Another vampire?
No,
No, the
Durst?
babysitting girl, what
Walter was the baby's name.
mistress. The
Maybe this is the
mistress?
actual baby as
Yeah,
opposed
that's what
to
I
the
mean.
ghost baby that you guys ran
The
into that blended
the
into the thing upstairs.
yeah, the mistress, wasn't that was it the mistress?
Yes.
The wet nurse.
Wet nurse, there you go.
I'm trying to find
Huge
initiative. I'm
tracks.
slow.
It's next to your perception.
Thank you. I even talked about it previously. Boy, ooh,
Nice.
that baby's gonna go night night.
No, baby's got the drop on you though.
Oh well, that's a fast baby.
That's
Jeez.
fast, baby.
That's a
That's-
fast baby.
I mean, this is the best of my. This is my top speed. This is the best I
to
could
eat
do.
the
Baby's
baby.
faster. True.
Gakuda was like, get in my belly.
Get in my belly, baby.
All right. So the baby comes emerging after Radu says, "Here comes the baby."
Here comes the
The
baby.
baby comes jumping out of the water and just like sploosh and leaps on Akutagawa, who is like, "Ah, baby!" He doesn't want anything to do with him, but he attacks.
Damn, baby got a
That's me.
28.
What?
Jeez.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Baby's tough.
Yeah, nobody puts it in the corner either.
No. So this baby, as you guys saw, has multiple mouths.
Oh jeez. This is gonna
So
suck.
all of them are trying to bite you at various places on your body.
Oh,
Eric,
great.
was that a pun? This is gonna suck.
This is gonna suck.
All right. He gets 4 bite attacks.
Oh
Oh,
my.
jeez.
Damn.
That's a lot.
2
But
17s, a 22, and a 24. Which of those
But
hit
you
you?
hit.
I think
let
his
me
AC,
see here.
is your AC 19
My
or
AC is 18.
18? All right.
No,
So
it's-
2.
It's 19
hits.
because you went up last level is what I'm
Oh,
thinking.
right.
Either way, it's still 2 hits.
19. 19. Thank you.
No, 19.
It's
All right,
still
you take-
2 of 4 hit.
You take 8 points of damage,
Ow.
and the baby is now latched onto you.
Oh,
And
great.
you can
You're
begin,
the
and
new
you can,
mama.
you can feel it kind of like
Oh, that's
it's
disgusting.
trying to suck your blood out.
Oh my God. That's horrifying. 8 points of damage?
8
That
points
really
of
hurt me
damage.
badly.
But it's your
I'm not
turn.
a frontline fighter. Wow, that hurt a lot. It's my turn. All right, I'm gonna try to slice this baby off of me with my dog slicer.
W-
Okay.
Never
You had it
now is he
out, so you
known
don't
as
have
the
to
baby
draw.
slicer.
Is
All right, here
this
comes the dog
undead?
slicer attack. Here we go. Dog slicer.
18 will miss.
Oh
Ooh.
man,
That
that's gonna
baby
be a
is
tough
moving
baby.
fast.
It's the baby
That's a
slicer.
fast baby. I'll try attack 2. Here we go.
Another
18.
18, another miss. It keeps dodging out of the way while still hanging on to you.
Boy, here we go. A 5.
And a 5, 3 misses. All right, 10s, and you're
Somebody
up.
get this baby off me.
I will step forward
You hear
Drop
Akutagawa
that
yelling out,
baby.
"Get this baby off me!"
and then I will do a flurry on it.
All right, you just punch
Drop
in the
that
baby.
Yep, punching baby.
All right, here we go.
Huh, why didn't it
I don't
try
know.
this instead?
27 is a hit.
And let's see if the second one hits. Nope.
6 is a
Not a
miss.
6. Okay, so baby needs to roll a fortitude saving throw or be stunned and lose 1 action point or 1 action.
Go to stunned 1.
Yeah.
All right, fort save. Well, it's a baby, so fort save isn't super good. It's kind of a weird baby, though.
To say the least.
All right, what's the DC on that fort save?
Hang on a second. 18.
Ooh, rolled a natty 19. So it is not stunned.
Nope.
It continues making sucking noises on Akutagawa's arm.
Ah, jeez.
Ugh.
And can I move to this point, Les?
There's wall there. You might be able to use an athletics or an acrobatics check to sort of leap over the baby.
Well, I'm trying to get get it into a so I'm flanking it for bonuses for
You'd have to sort of go around it, which would require an acrobatics check to sort of like slip past it because the wall comes out all the way to this edge.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm gonna ask Tenzin to, when it's his turn, to back up some so we can try to get it into
Tenzin.
Oh, Akutagawa, you
Kutagawa.
mean?
Yeah, ask him to back up when it's his turn so that we can sort of flank it when we can.
It's attached to me, I think.
It is.
Mm.
So it'll be easy to.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't weigh that much. It's a baby, you know. I mean, how
Yeah.
much could it weigh? 20 pounds?
So is it technically in this space or is it in his space?
Most spaces.
Probably. Yeah, you know what? It's small. I'm gonna give it to you. You know what? That's probably right.
Yeah,
It's
they're
attached to
both
him.
small.
It's on
Yeah.
him.
Then can I
They're both
step into
small.
that space?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I will do.
Do you want to step into that space or do you want to step past him? Because if you get into here by
Well-
the bones, you still be flanking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Others
So
can join
you're-
the battle.
So you're saying like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you punch twice, flurry of blows, one
One attack.
And that's one action, but I
One
stepped
action.
forward previously. And
oh,
now
okay.
then I stepped again. So
Right. So that's 3. Okay, so that's your 3. All right, Iggy. Shit's getting wild over at the gate.
Velcro, and I'm sorry, I don't know the name of your character. It's not clear.
Velcro.
But do we think this is undead?
The baby?
Yeah.
You could do
Is it an undead baby?
you could do an undead lore, a quick one, as a free.
Reaction. So, Velcro, that was aimed at you.
Yeah, but it's not my turn. I don't know what I can do.
You can do it as a free action. You can do
Just
undead
do a
lore.
free
as a
action.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Got it. Sorry about that. I think you were
Because I
talking
ain't
about-
got that.
well, couldn't ZZ do it too? Do you have that, Tom?
Undead lore. You're not
Oh,
sure.
dear.
I don't have undead lore.
I mean,
That's
Velcro,
what happens when you. That's what happens when you roll a 4.
I mean, if it is undead, it's like no undead you ever seen before.
Well, okay, I'll give it a shot. I'm going to cast Disrupt Undead at it.
Okay.
Is that a spell?
I'm going to guess it's undead.
It is
Everything
a
else is dead.
cantrip. He needs
thought-
a 18 fortitude check.
I think
Okay.
I think that's legacy, isn't it?
I can check.
No, you
Hold on.
cast this before too, the Disrupt Undead, didn't you?
Yeah.
I thought we both had this.
Maybe you're right.
ZZ, have you done it?
Yeah, disrupt undead is cantrip 1.
I don't have that spell. No.
Oh gosh darn it. My bad. Sorry to interrupt.
All right, so you're casting disrupt undead.
Yeah.
It fizzles out. Although Radu's like So if it's not undead, which you after you cast disrupt, you realize it is not.
Okay.
Does it still have? I mean, it's a lance of energy. Does it still hit it? Does it still cause damage?
That's interesting. That's the write-up. It doesn't say it can only
So-
be against undead.
So I think so. Disrupt Undead is the legacy TF2E, not the remastered. The remastered version is Vitality Lash.
Oh yeah, it's Vitality Lash. That's true. So you demolish the target's corrupted essence with energy from Creation's Forge. Vitality damage. So yeah, it would not affect it.
Okay. So then the second thing I'm going to do is
I do have
a-
vitality last.
Now that was wait a second. That was a
Well,
two actions.
Well, hold on.
2 action spell.
Les.
Yeah.
So it targets when creature is undead
Correct.
or otherwise has void healing. So
Correct.
we're seeing this guy blast him and nothing happens.
Correct.
All right.
It's not
So
undead.
it's not undead.
All right. So you did
Nobody
It's
else
called
needs
a-
to waste undead spells at it.
that's
It's
called
just
recon.
a-
No, that's good. That's called recon by fire.
It's just a regular baby.
Exactly. Just
yeah,
a regular baby. There's nothing regular about this baby. I will then cast a hex called
Ooh.
Needle of Vengeance, and I
Ooh.
will name Akutagawa. So now, every time the baby does anything hostile towards Akutagawa, it has to
What?
make a DC 18 will check, and if it fails, it takes 2 points of damage.
Interesting.
Wow.
So it is connected to him and trying to suck his blood out as we speak. Does that kick in immediately?
Well, probably when it
Yes,
attacks.
I mean, basically his next action. It has to be an action, so it's his next turn.
Next action. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay.
That's
Wild.
awesome. That's
So
awesome.
you're trying to, wean the baby off the mother by spoiling the milk.
Yes, souring the milk.
Sour.
All
That's
right.
awesome.
Speaking of sour milk, it's Xandarius' turn.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Weird, but cool.
I'm gonna divine lance it.
Lance it, the baby or Radu?
The baby.
Okay. Lance me, baby. 2 actions, attack 11. That is a miss. The lance goes flying back into the cavern, and
All
you
right.
hear Radu like, stop it!
I'm gonna step to get a little higher view at it.
Okay.
All right. That should be 3.
That is your 3. Velcro.
All right. Um, so I really can't see the baby.
Yeah, he's right there in
Oh,
the
yeah,
middle.
he's right here.
Baby's
there in
right
the
here.
middle.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna step up
It's
in
either that
here.
or Kuagawa.
Actually, you know what?
We
I'm
got a
gonna
hell
stay
of a
right
look.
there. We're gonna
Decisions.
yes. I'm going to read this spell.
Okay.
Would you like to share with the class?
I'll tell you what, while you're doing that, let me take a quick whiz. I'll be right back.
Obliterate baby. Perfect.
That's a hell of a
Anti-baby
spell.
spell.
Perfect spell. Called Shut Your Mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Well,
Put that baby in the corner.
I could have sworn that thing was undead, man. That thing looks like it's undead.
yeah.
Probably a
Well,
monstrosity, though.
Les didn't roll, so we know it's not undead. He didn't even attempt the save.
It's
Kind
probably
of
a
looks like the
monstrosity.
old glimmering mouth there.
Yeah.
So I got to look up
Dan,
some
did it
new
get cold in
spells.
Florida?
It is not. You know, it was 88 today here,
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, isn't it?
but it's
Saw the
going to
weather
go
report.
low of 29 next Sunday. So next Sunday, I'll be freezing my butt off.
So literally you are 80 degrees warmer today than I was.
All right.
That's impressive.
Velcro, what are you doing?
All right, I'm gonna move on up and just crush it with my flail.
Oh, you're
Oh,
gonna
that's
flail it. All right, just
Ooh,
gonna
I like
bring
it.
down on
And
the
you got
top of the
flanking.
baby's head. Yeah,
Don't
that's a
forget you got
flank.
flanking.
Ooh.
24 will hit. All right, the flail comes crashing down onto the body of the baby, who is making sort of like weird sucking sounds, and Akutagawa in between Akutagawa going, ah, this is gross. But the flail comes crashing down on the baby. And the weird part is it feels so, I mean, it doesn't, you've hit things with a flail before, and it's like crunch, when you hit flails. This is like, it feels rubbery, like there's no bones in it, like it's amorphous. But definitely the flail hit it, and let me see if this will, let me just roll. Yeah, he
Cause
lets
damage?
go of Akutagawa
Okay.
and
Okay.
begins making sort of like a weird kind of like noise.
Did it look like you got hurt?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
basically knocked him off of Akutagawa.
I like it. I'm gonna do it again because it's so
All
fun.
right. Second
Awesome.
attack.
Good luck.
Ooh, a miss. Sploosh. The flail goes into the water, splashing Tenzin, gets in his eyes. Ew.
Okay, that's my 3 actions.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the end of round one. Baby's getting even angrier. And this time he
Yeah, for a
attacks
finishing
Velcro,
attack.
spins and launches at Velcro. So that's an action. Then he's going to get a single. Oh well, yeah. Normally he gets like 4 attacks, but in this case he gets a single attack. So 1 second.
Just when you need a baseball bat.
Tennis racket.
22 to hit you, Velcro.
Oh yeah.
It does. All right. So that
Hey,
is
so how do we calculate armor class? Is it if I'm proficient in the armor, is it plus my level or no?
not. Yes.
Huh, it's not taken. All right, I'll figure that out later. Give
I
me some
think it is.
damage.
All right, first bite is 4 points of damage, and then he gets another bite at you. 18?
Um,
Oh,
well,
wait,
it depends on,
13. That's -5.
okay, miss.
13 is a miss. Okay, so that will be its attacks. It did not do enough damage to you to latch on,
Oh
although
man.
the mouth that bit you has a bunch of these like lamprey-like things, and he's like as it's trying to get at you.
Awesome.
Akutagawa, you realize that lamprey thing was on your leg. You look down, there's like this like circular, sort of semicircular wound on your leg where it got you. And you can see there's blood sort of dribbling out and sort of a bit of yellow ooze around the edges. It's gross.
Like a little leech.
Okay, that's horrible. Is it my turn again?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Well, you know what? I'm just horrified. I'm shocked. I'm going to hit it again with my dog slicer. So
Now,
here we
does he
go.
get bonuses to hit now?
Flanking.
Flanking bonus, yeah.
Well, I rolled an 11.
11, even with flanking bonus of +2, that's not going to be enough to hit.
Yeah.
Your dog slicer, now nicknamed the baby slicer,
Well,
splashes
haven't
into the
hit it yet.
water next to the baby.
I haven't hit it. I'm not a frontline fighter. I wish I could do
Clearly,
it.
you could roll better than that, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
what was that roll? It was a the
3.
raw roll
11.
was a 3
Hit him
This is
again.
tough.
or an 8. Sorry.
All right, I will hit him again with an 8. Take
Yeah,
that.
that's not going to
Ah.
help. So
I'm gonna
wait a second. Wait a second. Why are you getting a -4
Something's not
modifier?
right.
I have no clue.
Well, that's his second attack, so he loses.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, never
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Here's
Okay.
number 3.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's
3
tough.
misses
Yeah.
again. That's 3
Dear
That's 2
God.
whiffs in a row.
Not having a good night
Akutagawa.
so far.
I think
This
we
is
have to.
actually very
Go ahead.
similar to my whole day.
I'm sorry, dude.
It's okay though.
I think we have to take back, however, I don't know that legitimately you can call the dog slicer a baby slicer at this point because
Yeah.
So I haven't hit-
you haven't sliced the baby.
Haven't
I've
hit it yet.
sliced nothing.
Yeah. Tenzin,
He rolled a 3, a 4, and a 4. Poor.
that stinks.
I rule.
All right. Smack the crap out of it.
And a miss.
I
That's a
don't
miss.
think so.
Everybody's missing the baby.
Oh man,
Another
2
miss.
lessons.
Hit the baby.
You're you're
I'll give it a
consistent.
third try.
Oh, no.
Woo! Nope, 3
Nope.
misses.
Don't feel bad, Akutagawa. We can't even call Tenzin a baby puncher anymore. He's lost it.
All
All right, Iggy. Iggy, you're reeling from the realization that it's not an undead. What are you going to do?
I hate the fact that it's not undead.
Everybody's crowded around it, too.
So
and
I'm
they're
going to go
missing
to
the
fire.
That perfect. He's surrounded by people. You're like, blame on.
I
Blame on.
need to make a spell attack roll against the target's AC
Okay.
to deal damage.
What spell is this?
Ignition.
Ignition. All right.
So I get +8 on the attack. I'll just roll a d20 +8.
1 second. Where is it? I don't
If I
see
hit it, it does 2d4 fire damage.
Okay. Is it like a ray?
It can be either. I either am shooting fire out of my fingers, or I can use it as a touch attack.
Okay, gotcha. So you're just like,
Yeah.
So
All right,
Les, is Radu laughing at us right now?
no, Radu's not. Radu's watching the show. He's trying to figure out what the hell's going on. 20 is a hit.
Huh.
Barely. You slither a flame. So Tenzin and Velcro are like, whoa, as this like ray of flame, this little flamethrower like jet comes shooting through and does 5 points of flame damage. The baby lets out a as the flame hits it. It didn't like that, and it kind of ducks down, and as it's doing so, the flame kind of turns to it and steams up a little bit of a little bit of water next to it. It didn't like that at all. All right, is that a
Then
two?
as my third action, yeah, that
Okay.
was 2 actions. My third action is to maintain my hex, but now change the name to Velcro.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so the hex is on Velcro now, the needle hex.
Yep.
Gotcha. Xandarius.
Well,
Now, I'm just going to
they're
say,
kind
now
of
would see a
cutting
time to do
down
something
the avenue
super
for
funny.
attacking, so I'm going to move.
Okay.
Splash through the water.
Sploosh, sploosh.
I'm going to go to there,
Xandarius is about to do something super funny. I can feel it.
and I'm going to either chop off the baby's head or Kuagawa's, whichever comes first.
Okay.
Great.
What are you using? What's the weapon?
The orc neck
neck-
splitter.
Oh, neck splitter. You're going to split some neck. This baby, weirdly, does not seem to have any obvious neck.
So that makes it difficult.
It's just a baby splitter at this point.
22.
22 is a hit.
Ooh, 11.
11
damage.
points of damage. The neck splitter comes down and crushes that baby. Blood and other fluids begin flowing. It looks like regular blood, and you can hear Radu is over there. Tenzin, you look over and you see Radu is like, he's watching. He's like,
Throw
as
that
blood
baby
sort
my
of
way.
pours out into the water. He's like, throw me the baby. Get in my belly. But yeah, that was a significant cut from the neck splitter. Now, the baby splitter.
What? Yeah, that baby split. The baby split. It's still kicking.
Yeah, it's still up.
All right. I'll take my third action, second attack.
Okay. 23 is a hit. More damage to the baby. Not quite enough to kill it, but it's got big slashes across its
19.
rubbery
That's
body.
Pretty
And
good
blood,
round.
the water around you is filling with blood, and Radu is, you can see him, he's like, you can hear, so Tenzin, you can hear him sort of struggling at the chains. He's wanting to come through. It's potentially, you're not an undead guy, but you think that maybe he's pulling at the chains, trying to think. You're guessing that Radu hasn't eaten for a while, because that blood in the water is making him go a little berserk.
Wow.
Velcro. Now is the time
Finish it, Velcro. Finish
for
it.
Velcro to show his baby killing abilities.
I shall kill the baby.
Knock Bolter out.
All right, I got that. I got that. I got that. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just whack him with the flail.
Flail whack. Here it comes. You do get
Plus
flank.
2.
Oh, see, I didn't even think the flanking bonus.
Well, you didn't need it.
Yeah, 17 plus 2 is 19.
Close.
Not quite enough, but it's a miss. Just barely. AC 20.
Wow.
I know. That's pretty tough for a baby.
That's
All
one
right.
tough baby.
He's just super fast and rubbery. He's flashing around, biting people, biting you, biting a Kutagawa. Kutagawa's still like, my leg.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just cast a divine lance at him.
Ooh, the Lancerod. And a
Yeah.
miss. That lance goes in the water, steams up.
And do you get the flanking bonus for that too? 18?
Yeah, but he needs a 20 to
Well, I
hit.
know.
20 to hit.
Well, shit
All right.
balls. Okay.
I'm just asking for future reference.
Round 2. Baby Valter's turn.
Round 3. Yeah,
He's surrounded by potential delicious enemies.
that's it.
I'm gonna roll a d4 to determine who he tries to bite.
Okay.
1 is a Kutagawa, and then we go clockwise. So here we go. Let's just see. 2 is Xandarius. He's gonna try and bite Xandarius. All right.
Seems
First-
logical. I just gave 19
Whack the
damage.
crap
so.
out of him.
Yeah, so he leaps, sort of lunges forward, and his first attack will be a delicious 8. That's going to be a miss.
Yes, sir.
His next attack, he's going to keep chomping. In this case, it's only this, and a 7. So 2 misses, I'm assuming,
Yes, sir.
with a 8 and a 7. Okay, that is Baby Valter's turn, and now it is a Kutagawa.
All right,
Time
here we go.
Baby
Pair
chopper.
your reputation. Here it comes. Baby
All right.
chop.
All All right, here we go. And I'm gonna do my dog slicer.
Hassan chop.
Woo!
Natural
Natural
20. So critical damage, you want to chart? It's not going to matter. 20, the 12 points of damage is more than it has.
Okay.
In fact, it has 6 points. Oh, but tons of people have hit it. So no verm chance here.
Now,
But
why is it a critical?
he rolled a
Natural
natural 20.
20.
Oh, natural 20s give you a critical?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you have to confirm it.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, no, I thought in these new
Well,
rules it was going to be 10
not in the
over.
PF2 rules. If you want to
Oh
use
no,
the
that's fine. I didn't know
yeah.
that.
So we're not gonna confirm anymore.
Okay.
If you get a
That's fine.
critical, it's a critical. You can take the chart or the damage. He took the
Okay.
damage. The damage was sufficient enough to kill it. He
Yep.
basically comes down hard with the dog slicer, re-earns the title baby slicer, and chops the baby in half.
All right.
The two pieces sort of fall together. Blood just pours out. You guys are standing in this muck, this water, and blood is just everywhere around you. It seems like twice, 3 times as much blood as might ordinarily be in a baby. It's
Um,
everywhere. And the two halves sort of float on the top for a minute and then sink below the surface.
I was going to say, before they sink, grab them up and take them over to the altar and stick them on the altar.
Oh, all right. So you're going to stick dead Walter
Baby
on the
parts.
altar.
Yep.
All right. No problem. You slosh your
Dead
way across there with the
Walter.
two pieces and stick them up there. Give me a perception check.
Everybody or
Yeah, everybody.
Let's see.
I'm
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Ah,
Kuda with a 25, Xandarius. So
I don't
Kuda,
see
really,
nothing.
you're the only one. Kuda, as everybody's sort of tends and grabs up the pieces of the baby and sloshes over to the thing, you hear from upstairs. It seems pretty far away, but it's above you. You hear sort of a weird rumbling sound.
hmm, hmm.
Goes on for a couple of seconds and then dies away. Nobody else seems to have heard it. You
The
definitely
mumbling
heard it.
sound?
Yeah, like a rumbling, almost
Oh, rumbling.
like an earthquake, but it wasn't an earthquake. Nothing down here shook, nothing like that. It was just like a
And it comes from where?
above you.
All right, guys,
upstairs?
it sounds like something heavy shifted above in the ceiling. Um,
You think
what's
not
that?
even the ceiling. You think way above. I mean, it sounded like it
Way
was pretty
above.
far up, maybe in the house.
Are we still hearing that disembodied enchanting?
You
Chanting?
still hear the chanting.
Okay.
It's gotten to be sort of like background noise, but you can definitely still hear it.
Okay.
Less actually. So Radu is probably like, hey, can I have some baby?
I'll take some baby if you guys aren't doing anything with it. So yeah, Radu sort of sits back and I mean, you guys sort of see him. He hasn't said anything, but he's definitely looking as the blood in the water sort of dissipates and, osmosis is out into the, and sort of filters down and dilutes. He's staring at it. You can see there's a little bit maybe of saliva, sort of thick saliva coming in one corner of his mouth. And you can see him kind of like wipe it away as he focuses on you guys. He's like, "You are not my master's servants, are you?
We still don't know who
Who
your
are you
master
and where
is.
do you come from?
What gave it away? Killing the baby?
Bunch of baby killers.
From a
I
galaxy
might be a
far,
vampire
far
spawn, but I'm
away.
no baby killer." So he's like, he seems genuinely curious. He's like, "If you're not here to slay me on behalf of my lord,
No,
why are you here?"
Slay you on our own behalf.
well,
I knew you. I knew you'd come to. I assumed you'd come to slay me, but you play word games with me. Are you or are you not my lord and master's hencher
We
and slaves?
still don't know who your lord is.
Velcro,
Yeah.
I put
You
a
haven't told
general
us.
message out there.
We aren't anybody's slave, so it's pretty safe to say no.
Do I know how to kill a vampire spawn?
Give me a lore. Yeah, I
Jesus
mean,
Christ.
they die in the regular way. I mean, you plunge a stake in their heart and cut off their head.
Will destroy undead work on them?
Sure.
So I'm gonna go
But,
back and
but
get a
as you guys
shitload of steak.
are sort of batting around, it's like, do you guys remember how to kill a spawn? Oh yeah, I remember.
well,
You know,
hold on.
he's like Radu is like, wait before you slay
Wait, wait,
me.
wait, wait.
Wait before you slay me. If you are indeed not servants of my master, I am now believing that you are not.
And you still
I am
haven't told us who your
curious.
master is.
I dare not speak. He says, I dare not speak his name. Not here. Not in this place. But you know who I serve.
Nope.
The
The
Lord of this land, the Count. I have
count?
always served the Count.
Someone go back and get a shitload of steaks.
What's that old phrase? I saw it online. It was like two people are talking, and it's like one person asks, "Who's your favorite vampire?" And the guy says, "The Count from Sesame Street."
Yeah.
Or he says, "That guy from Sesame Street," and the other person says, "Well, I don't think he counts." And I said, "I assure you that he does."
counts.
Yeah.
So he said, he basically says Count, and you guys interpret that. I mean, he's serves Strahd, but somehow Strahd decided, or somebody decided, to put him down here to starve. He's like, if you release me, you have my word. I will not harm you in any way. I will leave this place, and you will never see me again.
But
What
who
did
will
you
harm?
do to piss off him?
Yeah.
I failed in my mission.
Which was?
Go ahead.
I was to kill a certain person who had outlived their usefulness. That person escaped me, and my lord was not happy, and so he punished me by placing me down here to starve to death.
How do we know you will not go forth in the land and cause great harm, great evil? I see.
What sort
I
of
get it.
creature do you make me out to be? Of course I will cause harm and evil. I must feed. But I can
Oh.
tell you that I will never serve my master again.
Look, it's looking pretty grim for you. I'm gonna be just totally clear. I'm a goblin. I got a dog slicer. I'm probably gonna chop off your head. Just because I
I'll
don't
help you,
like
Kudagawa.
Just put you out of your misery. Don't worry.
but listen, can you tell us, do you know any of the Durst family?
Xandarius, was that a test?
That is a test on the vampire spawn.
You're shooting the vampire spawn with Vitality Lash?
Yep.
All right.
Well,
Do I have it's a fortitude save?
Fortitude save, yes, sir.
All right, 1 second.
Should that have gone up, that fortitude save, or does that look right?
No, that looks right.
Okay. Don't
Your
know.
DC looks right. Yeah.
All right, fort save. Ooh, he's got a pretty substantive fort save. These guys are generally toughish.
And a Kudagawa, once he falls back dead, then go chop his damn head off.
I will. I'm going to.
He made his save.
Okay.
So that's a basic. So he takes half of that damage. So, okay. All right. So he's talking. He's like, let me go and let me go. And I promise I will not bedevil this place. Akutagawa asks, hey, do you know the Durst family? Do you know the people who live here? At
Hey.
which point a blast of energy comes flipping by, crashes into this guy, and throws him back against the chains. You see him sort of thrown back. His eyes roll up in his head, and he falls back again. He falls backwards into the water. This time, you guys wait a few minutes. He doesn't seem to be moving.
Huh. Okay.
Because it goes after the corrupted essence.
Yeah, he's just laying there in the water. His head is sort of back in the. In fact, if you peer over, you can see that his face, his neck has missed the edge of the stone block, and while his arms are sort of stretched out, his head is literally under the water.
Kudagawa,
Chop it off.
Go check
I'm going to
the
go
pockets.
forward and use my dog slicer or whatever it's called now. I'm going to slice off his head.
All right, so you go over there, you move through the trash and the water over to this block, and it looks like this stone block is carved. It was placed here, and the chains are sort of, lodged in it with these big sort of metal screws. So he's lying back, you sort of wiggle your way to the back of the thing, you pull his hair up, and he's just like, he looks well, deader than he was a little while ago. But yeah, you take your dog slicer and you begin chopping, and then it's like it's not working as good. You have to start sawing away at it, and it takes some energy because he's remarkable. He's really tough. But yeah, eventually you have to kind of crack through the vertebrae and that kind of stuff. But eventually, you rip off his head and you have it in your hand, held by his stringy gray hair.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Throw it on the bone pile.
Yeah. Actually, look through the bone pile just in case.
Actually, can I do a search of the room
Sure.
for
You want to look around for the
anything at
bone
all?
pile and stuff like that?
Everything. I'm gonna look around.
Oh,
Okay,
damn.
natural 20 on the perception. All right, yeah, so you kind of poke around in the bone pile. You don't see anything you don't see anything really valuable. There's a lot of bones here though. There's probably your guess is there's probably the bones of at least 15, maybe as many as 20 people, all
Wow.
different ages, sizes. The bones are just sort of like disconnected. They're not connected to anything. It's just a pile of sort of disambiguated bones. But it's definitely, um, I mean, you probably see, just looking at the top of it, you see half a dozen skulls of various sizes. So, yeah, as you poke through there, you're thinking probably 15 people, maybe more, depending on how. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you dig around in the water to try and get your hand infected, with bones and stuff. But yeah, a lot of people. They're old though. There's no meat on any of these bones,
Yeah.
any tendons. They're just bones. So either the flesh and viscera were blasted away before the bones were stored here, or they rotted here in this water.
Huh. Well,
Hmm.
It's kind of gross.
Do we have another way to go, or is this it?
As far as you can tell, you haven't found any other doors. You haven't found any other thing. You still hear that sort of chanting down here. It seems to be centralized in this room,
The
but
chanting is?
the chanting is, but you don't see anybody. It's just, and Faylene will say the same thing. It continues to sort of like, it's almost like it's emanating from the walls themselves.
Did we examine that slab that where baby Walter is on?
Other than taking a look at it, yeah, you saw it's covered in blood. So,
Right,
according to Tenzin took a look at it earlier, and basically he's like, people died here, more than one.
right.
But beyond that, I mean, it seems it's not like an altar. It's not carved in any way. It's basically just a big sort of rectangular stone slab that got muscled up onto this dais, and people have been getting aced on it.
Gotcha. Well, I'm at a loss of where to go now.
You said
let's
we
see.
heard a boom or something come
Yeah,
from
it
upstairs?
was a distant rumbling sound as though many levels above. Um, it sounded like maybe something heavy moved or um something heavy fell. Did it sound like machinery-less or rocks?
No, it was not like rocks or machinery, more like, well, if there had been any vibrations around here, you would chalk it up to like an earthquake. It was that sort of like a low rumble.
Okay.
But it wasn't machinery. It was like it was it was earthquakey, like something shaking. But it wasn't
Huh.
here. It was else. It was above you, way above
Does it re 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 repeat?
you. No, it's just the once.
Just the one time. Oh,
Yeah, with your
fine.
perception, it happened just a few seconds after you bisected the baby.
Oh boy. Possibly baby related event happened above us.
Baby related event.
Well, you guys
Yeah.
remember when you were in that one room that you determined might have been the like wet nurse's room, and that weird little creepy crawly baby ghost
Yeah.
thing came after you guys, and then that you guys killed it, and it sort of blended into the bed, and then
Right,
the little baby blanket thing reappeared in the
right.
changing room.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Maybe that has something to do with this.
Okay.
interesting.
Les, actually, I'm gonna uh so we can't set the reset the portcullis.
Not from outside.
Could
Not
I
from
hook
outside.
a could I hook a rope on it,
Maybe.
go around the corner and give it a tug to see if it would drop it? The
Yeah,
only
you can sort of like unhook the latch with the rope
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah, you might be able to rig
The
that
only
up.
reason I'm going to say that is I'm going to take the baby's head and put it in one of the alcoves over here.
Well, okay. Gross.
uh,
Um,
and then drop the thing. So if the baby eventually tries to get back together with itself, it can't get through the portcullis.
so everybody give me a perception check.
Okay.
The baby tries to come back together. The head, can you see that? How sad would that be? The baby's body and the head are trying to, they're like reaching out, little tendrils going through the portcullis. I miss you. I miss you, head. I miss you too, body. All right.
I'm totally grossed out about him taking the
16,
baby's head.
So Velcro, Tenzin, and Akutagawa as as Tenzin is walking off with the baby's head, going, "I'm gonna go put it in the thing." You sense a subtle change in the chanting. So before the chanting, all that chanting that you heard, it was weird, but you couldn't make out any of the words, right? And you kind of, frankly, got used to it. With all the baby talk and with Radu killing Radu and all that kind of stuff. But now those three of you that got above a 16,
Yeah.
you can hear words now, and they're
Uh-oh.
saying it's a phrase, and they're saying, "One must die.
Uh-oh.
One must die," and it
Uh-oh.
begins to get louder. One must die. One must die.
We didn't.
One must die.
All right. Well,
Something's
bring
coming.
us one. We'll kill it.
Move through with the baby's head and bring it up here.
But we
and-
might have to sacrifice somebody on the altar. I guess the dwarf's the only one that can't say no.
Well, the vampire, we sacrificed the vampire.
It keeps
Oh.
getting louder and louder. One must die. One must die.
I'm gonna go into
Akutagawa,
hiding.
you remember that? Remember that
Yeah.
shaking noise, that earthquake noise? You hear it
Yeah.
again, stronger upstairs. Something's going on in the house, and this time it doesn't stop. Something is.
I guess
Something's
we move
walking
back
around the
upstairs.
One must
It's really
die.
big.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna
Yeah.
do,
Probably need to go
Is-
upstairs.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna hide.
You're gonna hide down here?
Well, hold on. If it's
We're-
coming down here, and it might
No,
be.
it's coming from upstairs.
It's
The
rumbling.
sound is upstairs, but it doesn't seem like it's moving towards you, although it is getting louder. Now
It's
all of
getting
you can
louder.
hear it. Something is rattling, booming, kind of. It sounds as if some sort of kaiju, like King Kong, has grabbed onto the house and is like shaking it.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Velcro, why don't you come out of the room and I would
One
like to
must
reset
die.
that portcullis if we can.
One must die.
Are these the stairs up?
Yes.
Okay. Are these stairs up here too?
Yes.
So if I go up these stairs, we see
We'll be
what's
going
up there?
into the next. Yeah, we'll be.
Can I stealth? Les, I want to do a scout mission. I want to try to stealth. I want to try to hide in shadows.
Okay, go ahead and roll roll that shadows thing as you guys are. So all of you as you move through the thing. Now, did you do the portcullis thing?
Yeah, I wanted to pull it to drop it again.
All right, give me what skill would be used for something like that?
Or can I get a Kutagawa to do it before I go? He's probably better at it.
I can try.
Potentially, yeah.
Okay. You know what? I will try that. What should I roll?
I wanted to tie a rope to the portcullis.
Well, no. Take the rope and pass it through. So once you pull it, then you can regain your whole rope. So just loop it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we still have to pull it because I don't want to be on that side.
No, I get it. Just loop the rope around, and you have both ends, and you bring it back through. And then once you pull it, then you let go of one end, then you can pull the rope back out, so you don't lose your rope.
Not my rope.
Whose rope is it?
Yours.
Well, definitely do it that way, so you don't lose my rope.
All right. Do you have like a device check or some sort of skill? I'm trying to find a list of all the skills. And of course,
Thievery would be the only one I could
thievery.
see.
Yeah, it's probably the best one.
Would it be a stealth roll?
No, it
No,
would be
it's
thievery
a-
because you're rigging it up.
It's
Like
either
the pick of the
thievery
lock
or
type
survival, maybe.
All right. So thievery. I will do a thievery roll. Here we go. And I roll a 20.
Roll the 20. Okay. So yeah, you manage to get that down. You rig a rope up and you get, and you get over by where the portcullis is. You give it a yank and the portcullis comes slamming down. At this
Okay.
point, the voices get louder. One must die. One
Oh,
must
boy.
die. One
We're
must
pissing it
die.
off.
You hear all this. It's almost if the foundations of the house is beginning to shake. As you guys are going through like the little museum area, there's dust and debris, kind of like falling from the ceiling. Something bad is happening to this thing.
To this
We
house.
may need to get the heck out of this
Yeah,
house.
move up. Head
One
upstairs.
must die. One must die. And the voices are getting like they were like human-like voices, but now they're tortured, strange, and unweird.
This is
Start
getting
moving
really
up.
weird.
All right, so you guys running up the stairs. You get up into that one room and you begin going through
Okay.
that area over to the
Well,
over by where the crypt is. And again, if anything, it's even stronger now.
can I stealth?
You feel like this house. So pieces of stone begin falling off the ceiling in front of you. You're dodging around them, trying to get out of the way.
All right, let's stealth.
It's almost if the house is trying to trap you. You feel like the corridors are narrowing like
Oh,
arteries.
why don't we go up the one ladder
Right, the escape
that
ladder.
puts us right onto the first floor?
Oh, that's right. You want to do that?
I
Yeah,
think so.
All right.
that's what we'll head for.
All right, you scoot over there, you get to there, you blow that open. You can see you look up, the ladder is still there, everything's still there, but the trap door is just like vibrating. As you guys go up the Tenzin, I'm assuming you're in the lead.
Yeah.
You go up there, you throw open the trapdoor, look up, and the moment that you look up, you see a couple of glasses fall out of that thing because you guys are in the den, right?
Mhm.
That one area. So that thing is over there, where the cards are. Glasses fall over. You look around, the whole house is shaking. The moment the moment he opens up that doorway, the noise suddenly it's a cacophony. Tenzin, there's a bad smell in here. You look over and you remember how the shutters were closed in many places. The shutters are now vibrating. They're knocking back and forth.
Well,
Glass, you could feel the glass. You hear the glass break on the other side.
I'm heading for the front door then.
All right, so you're cooking up. I need a reflex save from everyone.
Whoa. Okay.
With
All right.
Acrobatics or athletics help with any of that?
Nope, got to be a reflex save.
Okay. So that's just a straight oh no, I see reflex. Never mind.
It's got
Dexterity
saving throws with reflex.
Oh, there it is. Got it.
Okay, Xandarius 14. Is that what you got?
Yes.
9 for Dan.
Not good.
Not good. That's a natty 2.
Hey.
21 for Velcro. Excellent.
I'm trying to find my reflex.
Saving throws are in the center.
Right.
Go to saving throws and it says reflex right in the middle.
Not good for me.
16. All right. Go ahead. Did I miss anybody?
What I was going to say is I will use my hero point to get so Dan can get a reroll out of it.
All right. And an 18.
Reroll.
Beautiful. All right. So everybody but Xandarius made his save. Xandarius, you want to use a hero point? Try and burn it up?
Sure.
Give it another try. There it is. All right. So, Dan, you and Xandarius just barely make it past. There is stuff falling everywhere. The reflex save is to avoid tripping and falling and or getting hit by something coming down from the ceiling. You guys are in the house and it's like the house is coming apart. It's imploding. Things are falling. Things are breaking everywhere. Doors are slamming open and shut and that kind of stuff. You hear the clank of those armors back and forth, out in the hallways, those thresholds. You scoot by them and the door seems stuck. You pull at it and you can hear the clanging of the iron gate out at the front. You finally get out the door. The door opens. You finally get out and you go outside and you get to the street and you turn around and you look back at the house and it's just sitting there still, just like when you guys arrived hours ago.
Nothing happened.
It's not shaking. The glass seems fine and the windows, the shutters are all closed. Even the light is back on in the attic.
Light's back on. That's creepy. What a creepy house. What a creepy place.
That is a creepy house.
It gets worse.
Yeah.
So you guys catch your breath. knock the dust, the stone dust and the wooden splinters off of your armor and look around and like, did we just do that? You guys realize that it's dark now. It's nighttime. Uh, and you're struck by how quiet everything is out on the street. You don't see any people. Although if you look down the street, you can see one or two lights on in houses, but there's no people anywhere outside. However, you do notice one thing that wasn't there before.
Hmm.
Parked a few feet away. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Rolls Royce.
Thought you were gonna have Norman's mother in the window.
Parked a few feet away with lanterns hung on each corner of it is a large, ornate carriage.
Huh.
And it's just parked there. No horses,
Wow.
no driver. And it's just parked there. As you guys are watching, you're like, where did that come from? Because it wasn't there when you arrived.
Mhm.
You hear a click, and the door opens, just sort of like
Okay.
kicks open about 2 inches, 3 inches.
Huh.
I'm stealing the wheels off of it.
And just
those
take the
wheels.
hubcaps.
That's just the hubcaps.
Bunch of degenerates from Golarion. So yeah, so as you guys, it's just sitting there, and as you guys watch, you hear a click, and the door opens slightly. Just sort of, it's like someone undid a latch, and the door kind of like came away. It's not like somebody pushed the door open, and it's not all the way open. It's just open a couple of inches. It's like click, and opened up.
All right, Dan, throw a fireball in there.
You can see there's lanterns on the sides, and you can see there is a flickering light coming from inside the carriage. What do you do?
Huh.
Suppose we hail the carriage.
I will approach.
There's no driver. There's no horses. It's just a carriage parked there.
Okay.
But the lanterns are lit, and the door just sort of has just kicked open a little bit. The windows, the curtains inside. There's windows on the carriage.
Yeah.
But the curtains inside are pulled, so you can't see any light coming out of it. But when the door opens, you see there's like a flickering, maybe a candle lit
Man.
inside.
Okay, this is crazy. And spooky. Okay, Akuda is freaked out. Creeped out. Can I stealth up there, please?
Sure. Give me a stealth roll.
Yes, sir. I want to use my stealth more. Oh, that's not so great. Clunk,
Okay.
clunk, clunk.
So yeah, your sore lamprey leg is like sort of dragging along the cobblestones as you go through it.
Clunk.
But yeah, you approach the door, and as you get closer to the door, you can see that there is a flickering light inside. That's coming out. Perhaps a candle, perhaps another lantern. You're not sure.
That's fine. You know what? I'm going to pull out my dog slicer. I'm going to
Baby slicer.
throw open the door.
Okay, so you open the door and you peer in.
Yes.
Okay, you see inside what looks to be the inside of a ornate, very nice, carriage.
Okay.
There are no people inside, although there are chairs and a table sitting around on the inside,
Chairs and a table. Wow.
which apparently all my images have dynamic lighting on. So it's a very ornate, very well accoutred, this is a wealthy person's carriage. The black curtains are all shut. The table, it's sort of like a booth table, like in a diner, that kind of thing. There's an ornate wine thing and empty glasses sitting on the table. A lit candle is off to the side, and there's a piece of paper sitting on the table.
Dan, I think you should read this because it says Associates of Mickey Mouse.
I think you need to read that again.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Mousif.
see.
Mickey Mousif.
Well, in
It says,
Burundian, that's
it says
Mickey's Mouse.
Associates of M. Musith, Kathir, Kadira.
Oh.
Does that name mean anything to us?
Yeah,
That
it's
was
your
our
employer.
boss.
It was the
Okay.
guy who sent you here. Kathir is the capital of Kadira. This is Golarion.
Huh. Okay.
Kathir and Kadira are places. That's where you came from.
That's fine. I'm going to go in, pour a glass of wine, and sit down.
Okay. The rest of you?
Follow.
Does he bother to tell us what it said?
Yeah, well, reach in and pull the note out.
Can the Kutagawa read? Probably. Yeah, okay.
I can read, but I've had a really rough day. I really wanted a glass of wine.
Gotcha. Okay. So
He
he
got
pours the
bit by the
wine,
baby.
and there's a little bit of oh, Jesus.
It all goes black.
It all goes black every time I switch.
The note,
All right. So as you pour the glass of wine, there's a little bit of smoke that comes off of the wine, although it smells delicious.
okay.
I'm assuming you all come into the carriage, sit down, pour yourselves a glass of
And
wine, and then
two
open
more
the letter.
glasses appeared.
That can happen with AI generated images.
Okay.
All right. So do you guys open them? So the message definitely says Associates of M. Musif.
Okay.
Kathir Kadira.
Get Iggy to read it.
Ready?
All right. So
I'll
Iggy's going to read it?
Yeah, I'll read it.
I'm going to read it.
Okay. All right. You unscroll it, and you can see it is a letter. And it seems to be on similar writing, similar ink as the ones that you found in the house, the old letters and stuff in there. And it says, "You have entered my land as thieves, but you survived so far as professionals. Perhaps now you will entertain me as my guests. Silver is a dangerous thing in Barovia, but so are creatures who control its availability and use. You came here as smugglers that threaten the order I have imposed on this place, but come. Let us speak like civilized entities. You may yet prove useful. Let this carriage bring you to my castle. Speak, and it shall be so."
Huh.
Mm.
Well,
Nobody in their right mind would ever get in that carriage.
however, it was good.
Well, we weren't sure what to go to do next anyway.
That's right. Well,
Well,
I'll go in and make myself at home.
I think I'd rather go see Madame Eva.
From
first.
outside of the carriage, you hear, "Psst. Are you in there? Are you in there? Come out."
Okay,
Yeah, let's
go back out.
I want to go talk to Madame Eva first. I don't want
So as you guys get up, you're like, "We're not going anywhere near that castle."
to.
I'm assuming that you guys do not agree to go to the castle.
I'm not going to the castle.
Well,
Okay.
not unless we have no other choice.
The smoke from the wine begins to, as you hear this, like, "Hey, are you in there? Come out! Come out!" As you sort of look over, the smoke from the wine begins to coalesce in sort of like a weird cloud above the table. And then you see this, which you probably won't see, of course, because the dynamic lighting is on. See, it coalesces, and then you see a face. A face materializes in the thing, eyes looking at you, and you hear a voice say, "You will come to me eventually." And
Well, then why did you bother with this whole thing?
then it disappears.
Hmm.
And then right after you see that, you hear, "Psst, hey,
Get out of there!
are you guys in there? You guys got to get out of there."
I'm heading out the door.
All right.
Is it Madame Eva?
No, it's a male voice. Oh,
I'll go
Is
up
it the guy who saved us in the first place? The ranger or something?
no. Although he seems kind of like that guy. This is going to be a problem, I can see. Okay, hold on a second.
I still plan on taking the wheels off the carriage, so jack it up and put it on blocks.
All right, let's see if this works. Okay, outside, and it's begun to rain. Outside of the thing, you see a man. He's dressed in, he's older, middle-aged, got a gray beard, got badges on his hat, say, in sort of this weird stylized script, but you kind of interpret it as saying, "Constable." And he says, "Look, you've got to get off these streets. They're watching you. You've got to follow me. Come with me. My name is Vasha. Come with me."
Basha.
Okay.
Guess we'll go with Vasha.
All right. So he drags you away from the carriage. And as you sort of like, you get about 100 meters away from the carriage, you sort of look back and the carriage is gone now. But he's like, follow me, follow me.
We did
He's look,
not hear it move.
no, nothing like that.
Okay.
Just disappeared. The rain is starting to come down. It's coming down quite a bit. He's like, follow me. And he finally get to one of these little houses along this road. You cut through an alley, that kind of stuff. He kind of looks around. He's like, out there, the servants of the count are everywhere. Please follow me. And he finally you get to a little small, very kind of modest house. He throws open the door, runs in, gets all of you guys in, throws the door shut, and then very quickly reaches into underneath this little coverall thing that he's got on and pulls out something like a small amulet
He
that
doesn't say, "Excuse me while I pull this out," do it?
excuse me
Whip
while
this
I pull
out.
this out. No, he takes out a small amulet
Oh, I
and
whipped this out.
hangs it on the door.
Hmm.
And it looks like that. There's a special brass hook on the door
Hmm.
that it's obvious that he put there. And he takes it and he's like, he hangs it over there and he, rips open the thing. He's like, all right, I think we'll be safe for now. He goes over, closes the shutters on his one window and pulls the lock down. And he says, all right, now we can talk. He
Okay.
pulls out a big bottle of wine and gives you more glasses, and he says, he says, my name is he says, my name is Vasha Dominsky, and they the ones that are the servants of the Count. They've been watching you ever since you entered the house.
Hmm.
I think they were waiting for you to come out, which is why I came. I don't know where the carriage came from, but I suspect it belongs to him. It wasn't here earlier, but you'll be safe here now. I've got you off the streets. Are you injured in any way? Do you need assistance?
Several of us do.
Okay, so he's not doesn't have any magical anyway, but he reaches into a cabinet, pulls out like cloth. He gets there's a fireplace going, and it's got one of those cauldrons in it, and there's water in there, hot water. So he pulls some of that out, and he comes over. And he's like, let me see your injuries, and begins sort of wiping the blood off, wrapping them up, that kind of
We-
thing.
we-
Basic
Do you
first
have
aid kind of
something
stuff.
that'll break ghoul fever?
Yeah, I was gonna say I asked him about that.
Ghoul fever. One of them bit you, did they? And he looks at you, Tenzin, and he's like, he comes over, and he's like, kind of weird. He's like, oh yes, I can smell it. You have it. I do not have anything. Perhaps the priests at the Lightbringer's temple, the temple of the Lightbringer.
Is that here in town?
There's Saint Andal's
Okay.
here in town. They may be able to help you, but I cannot. Not with this.
Can you send for a priest or no? Or should we go
Oh,
there?
You'll have to go there. I don't think you should
Okay.
leave here tonight.
Okay.
They're waiting for you outside. They won't dare past that. He points to the emerald.
Do you have
amulet.
some manacles that we can chain our friend up with?
Well, what I was gonna say, Tom, now is the time if we're gonna be here 8 hours to use
My healing thing?
your healing thing with the
Okay.
hey, what is that action? Your medicine bag,
Right.
and it will give me pluses to my save, is what it'll do.
Okay. I will do that so I can attend you for that time.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, he comes. So when he comes up to you, he basically is like, yeah, I can smell it. And even the rest of you now that you're out of the house, you begin to you begin to you begin to notice that it hasn't started, but Tenzin, even you can tell that. Yeah, I mean, you look at the place where you're bitten, and it's already healed up. In fact, it's scabbed over, and you're like, that's far too quick. But it's the knitting of the skin is sort of grayish at the edges of it. It's not, and it has kind of a smell to it. It's not decomposition necessarily, but like a little gangreney.
Unless I'll do my medicine thing and I can't get
it
better than
itches.
that. So
Okay, natural 20. So what are you trying to accomplish with the medicine? You're going to try and
well,
cure him of this?
I basically doing that medicine check and doing the ongoing thing, if I recall correctly.
Of
it
cure,
gives-
try to treat disease?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it gives
it
the
takes
person
it gives
chances
me
to remake
pluses to
savings.
my saving throws. Da, 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 da.
Yes, if you spend at least 8 hours caring for a diseased creature, attempt a medicine check, natural 20. After you attempt, you can't try again until after that. So a natural 20 would be a critical success, which means you can make a new save um, at +4.
Okay.
All right. So while you're doing this to help you with the natural 20, he's like, we can't cure it, but I do have some herbs that might be able to help him fight it off, that kind of stuff. And he goes digging around and comes up with these like stanky herbs and stuff like that.
Velcro, do you have guidance as well?
I do not have it memorized.
Okay. I do have a guidance, but I don't know if I can do them both at the
I
same.
think, yeah, Gwen's character had it, so that's why I didn't take it.
I mean, I know I do have, but I don't know if I can do that and spell at the same time or medicine check at the same time.
I can do
Ten,
medicine check.
Tenzin, you relax. Your mouth has like a metallic taste into it, and it makes it hard to get to sleep. When you sleep, you dream. You dream that you're running on all fours. You wake up. Your skin around the wound is very itchy, and your stomach is growling. Like you're super hungry. The rest of you, as he's sleeping, you guys kind of like he smells unhealthy, that kind of
Smells
stuff.
worse than he did before.
Yeah, he does. Much
I'll,
worse.
I'll do the
But
guidance.
I mean,
That ought to add another
Zandarius is like, I
+1.
can work on him. I can fix him.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. And so you get guidance. You get a +4. Is that right? Plus
No,
four?
no,
Oh
Well,
no, plus
+1.
one status bonus. That's a 5e. Plus
so
one.
that
So
would
All right. So
so
total
that's
plus
adding
5 on
5.
your. Okay. You want to take the shot?
And
well,
then if
and I was
somebody
gonna
wants to use a hero point
get
for him, that
yeah, the
might
hero
help too.
point for me to give me 2 chances at it.
All right.
But somebody
Uh,
else will have to do it because I
But
used my hero point.
and I think Tenzin used his, didn't he?
yeah,
Yes,
I
he did.
used it on
So
Dano.
if somebody has a hero point, they can share with him.
Velcro do it.
All right.
He uses a hero point with Undead
All
Lore.
right.
All right. So you
Don't.
get
That's
2 chances. Let's see it. +5. Ooh,
that's a
what?
19
All right.
with
That
plus
was a
5.
natural 9. All right. Take another shot. The hero point one.
Uh, that would
Okay.
be 16.
16. All right. You guys watch him after the application of the herbs, various kinds of things. Everybody's, ministering over him. You've done some magical wards and things like that. You watch him sleep, and it's obvious that his sleep is very troubled. He's got Xandarius. He's got a significant fever, and thing. But about 3 a.m., after you guys have talked with Vasha, and he's made room for you to sleep in his very modest home, uh, you wake up about 3 a.m. covered in sweat, but you feel better. Your mouth doesn't have that metallic taste. You take a quick cloth and wipe your things. Xandarius was up, is like, how are you feeling? And you're like, you actually feel a little bit better. Xandarius kind of leans over, is like, the smell seems to be going. If you examine the wound, it looks like the skin, while still puckered around the thing, and it's going to be an ugly scar, but it does seem to have resumed the color, this normal greenish color of an orc. It doesn't seem to be going away. And frankly, Jim, you feel hungry, normally hungry,
No
like your
such
body
thing
has
as an
used up
ugly
a ton.
scar.
Yeah.
I start reaching over and chewing on Xandarius's hand.
Psych. Still cool. No, I mean you're hungry, and so Vasha wakes up and he's like, "Here, try this." And he has a loaf of homemade bread and a little bit more wine, and you're famished. You eat the whole thing, and he's like, "That you shouldn't eat much more. You regain your strength." And almost immediately you feel hugely tired and you fall back asleep. But
Okay.
then you wake up the next morning and you think that your ghoul fever is gone.
Oh. Also,
Thank
before
you.
you go to sleep, Akutagawa was injured.
So he will try and do basically he's doing medicine checks on all of you. He's binding your wounds, that kind of stuff. Each of you will get back D4. Anybody who's wounded will get back from Vasha, you will get back a D4's worth of hit points.
Okay.
And any wounds that you have that may have been still bleeding will be the bleeding will be stopped. So Kutagawa, you get 1 point back.
Woo! All right.
Anybody else injured?
I was down 3.
Velcro's
There's
down
3.
4.
Perfect.
Another 1 for Velcro. He's not
Can I have
he's not a medic. I mean, at
can I
best, you could consider this to
can
be
I can I have the DM re-roll it?
the DM just rolled it. I can't re-roll against my own rolls. That would be
Hey,
cheating.
Velcro, when do you get your spells back? Go ahead and use a 3-action heal, and you should carry everybody up.
Oh yeah. If we're gonna rest.
Yeah, well,
Well, yeah,
we've
he
got it for
insists.
8
So
hours,
Vasha says you guys are going to stay here. They're looking for you guys. The Count's men, the Renfields, they're looking for you. He doesn't call them the Renfields. You guys call them the Renfields, but you immediately get the idea that those guys. Remember, you saw hooded cloaks, guys
Yeah.
in cloaks that were outside on the thing. They were watching the house, probably waiting to see what would happen. Uh, but in the meantime, he like came up to the carriage. He's like, "You guys got to get out of here," and drag you to his house. Now, his house is probably maybe 200 yards away from the Durst Mansion, so it's relatively close. But he got you. Basically, he was like, "You got to get off the street." And he's like, "Look, they were watching the house. They were watching you guys, and I'm not sure what they had in mind, but." Um, he basically says, "Look, he says, when I saw you guys go into the house, he goes, I was worried that you guys were with them.
Hmm.
But it became increasingly clear from their activities that you were not. And so I posted up, I kept an eye on things, at least 3 groups of the Count's
Cloaks.
servants came at various times and were watching, including some people out back. They posted up in the street. I think they were looking to take you. I think they were looking to capture you if you headed back across the city, which is why I stepped in.
I see.
We'll account the tales of the house, what we saw, what we went through, what happened. We're not
He's
sure
like,
if we were able to save the children or not, but there was no girl in the house that we could find.
the little girl that lived there?
Well, no, not Rose and Thorn.
Ah, yes, I
They
remember
told
them.
their ghosts told us that Sasha was in the house.
Sasha.
we-
Arena?
Arena.
Sorry.
Irina. And he's like, Irina. Oh no. So if the first thing he says when you guys are talking about the house, he says, I remember he's an older guy. He's probably late 40s, early 50s. So he's got a gray beard. He's a constable. He's a Valachian constable. And he basically says, look, I remember the Dursts when they lived here. About 15 years ago, they were well-to-do burghers, minor nobles, somewhat influential. A lot of their money came from the mill that they owned out of town. It's about 3 miles out of town. They used to call it the old bone grinder because it made this crackling sound when it went around. And it was sort of like a running joke. As far as I know, after they disappeared, as far as I know, no one ever took over the mill. Certainly, no one got grain from it anymore. As far as I've known for the last 15 years, it's sat there by itself, untouched. Nobody will go there. Everybody thinks it's cursed. As far as who owns it, I have no idea.
Well, I was going to say we would produce the piece of paper
Okay.
that
Kudagawa owns it.
had
Well, that piece of paper said that it was to be delivered
given
to the children.
kids.
Right.
Yes.
He says nobody has seen those children.
Well,
Let me rephrase
we
that.
saw
No,
those
this
children
this
inside.
one here is Walter, the third boy.
He's like, I don't know anything about a third child. He says, I remember the two, the little girl and the little boy.
Well, we'll tell them about the portrait inside.
Mhm.
There was a third child. You couldn't see its face. We think it was from the servant or from the nanny.
He's like, this is what? He goes, I've never heard any of this before. He says, all right, well, you guys are talking about the children.
We'll pull out the paperwork and stuff like that we acquired in there.
Okay, so he'll take a look at it.
We found the servants' notes back and forth. We found Mrs. Durst's one letter that she wrote, and
Okay.
lay all the paperwork out so he can see this stuff.
All right. So the first thing he says about the Durst willing the mill to the children. He says the children. He says, look, the children haven't been seen since they disappeared with their parents 15 years ago. We always assumed everybody. He sort of looks over at the charm hanging on the door. He says everyone always assumed that the Count took them.
We
Uh,
found their bones.
No, they're dead in the house.
Oh, that's a sad state of affairs, but one that seems sensible. Now, there have been people, especially people in this neighborhood, who said they've seen those children here or there, looking out of a window of the house, that kind of thing. But in my mind, it's always been the Renfields that were inside, doing Lord knows what. They use the house now as some sort of meeting place. They take their prisoners there, but I always assumed, and frankly, most of us did that the Count took the family away to the castle. And as you know, I don't know how much you know about this place, but if you go to the castle, you never come back.
We did find the remains of Mr. and Mrs. Durst as well.
Really, they did not
They
disappear. He seems fascinated by this. You found the
we'll
bones of the
tell him they
children?
had the bones of the children. The parents had become ghouls. There were 6 other ghouls in the house.
At least 6.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it was a cursed place, a dangerous place. I would never go in there, and I was worried. Like I said, when you guys went in, I thought you were with the Renfields, but it became clear after their behavior that you weren't. And so that's why I was waiting for you to come out. Hopefully, I would be able to render some aid, which I'm glad I was able to do so. But he looks at the document that you produced. He's like, well, it's obvious that the Dursts left the mill to their children, to their heirs, but you said you saw their bones?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we
And
talked to their
their
spirits.
ghosts.
Ghosts?
Spirits, yeah.
And
He
we're
gets
not sure if we were able to release them because
We laid their bones to rest in their vaults, but a battle ensued, and the children left when that happened.
so when you guys tell this story, he's kind of like, okay.
Yeah,
He's a little he's a
a
constable,
little
right?
skeptical.
Yeah, he's a little skeptical. And you guys are like, oh yeah, we saw the ghosts and we took their bones and took it down in the crypt and put them down there after, all this other. And he's like, okay. Is that what happened?
And then we'll even tell them about the baby and say, "Have you ever seen a wound like this?" And show them on a Kutagawa.
He looks at a Kutagawa's wound and he's like, I have never seen a wound like this. He goes, there are creatures that exist in Lake Zarovich that in the depths of the coldest of the water that are eel-like creatures and have a tendency to grasp onto other fish and sometimes divers or fishermen and they leave wounds like this, but nothing of this
Did we
size.
ever get the name from the vampire's pawn, the Randoon?
Radu Veles?
Did he give us his name?
yeah,
He said he
Okay,
said
well,
I
we'll
was
tell him
Radu.
about that name too.
Radu Veles. Why do I know that name? Radu Veles. Think if it's the same guy I'm thinking of, this would have been 8, 9 years ago, maybe. He was a local boy, one of the little cadre of shits going around, vandalizing, petty theft, young criminal. I know that I never had any dealings with him, but I know that some of my colleagues did. Generally speaking, a wanton. Steal what he could, spend it on drink in the evenings, and then do it all over again. But I recall he disappeared. And if I recall correctly, I recall there was some discussion as to whether or not he'd been knifed by one of his confreres. There's no honor among thieves, even here in Vallaki. But I don't know. I haven't seen him for several
Well,
years.
he was also down there, and he said his former master, the Count, he was made into a vampire spawn.
Oh, well. So some of them are. We have seen them. It's rare that you see them and live.
So we need to condemn that building.
time to burn it down.
I don't want you to start I would prefer that you not start a open fire in a largely wooden town.
I didn't. Yeah.
Chicago, this ain't.
We thought it was gonna fall in on itself, but it stopped.
So basically, yeah, he's like, I think I remember that guy. He was a kind of a, you know, young kind of jackass, petty criminal, basically, with, petty thief, sometimes
Mhm.
involved in, assault, nothing, nothing substantive, ran around with a bunch of, fellow jackasses. And then one day, just nobody saw him around anymore. And everybody sort of assumed that either he'd moved on, to some other town or village, or the reality is there's sometimes these people get killed. It's possible now that you say this, it's possible that he got picked up or recruited by the Renfields or something
Right,
like that. And you tell him the story about what he said, like he failed his master, was supposed to kill somebody, and the guy got away or something like that, and,
right.
and that was why he was trapped down there. He says, well, certainly the cruelty of it would be befitting the Count. He is a he's a cruel lord. None would question that.
Unless I don't know if you saw, I gave him a gold piece for his trouble
I saw
boxing.
that. Yeah,
Okay.
he's a little bit reluctant. He leaves it kind of on the table. He seems reluctant to take it, but he hasn't said anything about it. He's just sort of. I mean, he's kind of he knows you can tell he knows it's there. He's sort of like pretending to ignore it
Right.
and talk about it. When you guys talk about Arena, he basically says, "Oh, I know of the name Irina. Irina Kolyana is who you're talking about. She's from the village. She's not from Valaki. She's from the village of Barovia, the Kolyanovich household. Um, I've met her. She was in Valaki not long ago, but traveling openly. Um,
How old was
it,
she when you saw her?
She's in her mid-20s, a beautiful young woman.
Well, the Durst kid said it was a child in the house.
But they may have
So
known her as a
When
child.
the
yeah,
Durst disappeared 15 years ago, I don't know Irina's exact age, but she's in her mid to late 20s. It's possible, yeah, 15 years ago she would have been not much more than a child, maybe 8 years old, 10 when
Hmm.
they describe. She's a staunch woman, polite, but she doesn't share much of her own personal business. Um, She often she's recently came through Valaki. I guess she's probably left about perhaps a fortnight ago. She was here for several days and then passed through. But she always seems to have trouble following her.
Hmm.
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 I don't know where she went after she left here. I can try to find out.
well, we probably need to go see Madame Eva um in the daylight.
Madame Eva. Have you seen her already?
Yes,
Did she
we've
and
already conversed with her.
so he's quiet for a second. He's like, "You've already spoken with her. What did she tell you? You are obviously not from Valaki. I know not where you are from." But
Uh,
what did the madam say to you? What did she prophesy?
she was the one who sent us to the house
She
in the
sent you
first
there.
place.
It's almost as if she sent you to the lion's den. That house is very dangerous. Even you are saying yourselves there were ghouls and things in there.
Yes.
Well, perhaps she knew better than I do what powers and strengths you have.
Well, aren't we looking for, can I share with them that we're looking for the symbols of Ravenkind and the Sun Sword?
She has told you of these things?
Yes,
What did she say? Did she perform the Taroka for you?
she did.
Yes.
What what news came from that? What did she say to you? And he goes to the shelf and he's like, "You must tell me what she said." And he pulls out a big piece of papyrus that he unrolls and puts out on the table. And of course, you can't
Well,
see it because of the damn dynamic lighting. And it's a
well, we'll
huge
talk.
map.
We'll talk to him about the. For some reason, it won't focus. Ah, there it goes.
It's a huge map. And he was like, "You are here." I can't see the things. So you are
Gotta
here
look.
in Valaki, near the borders of Lake Zarovich. The
Ah.
old mill, the old mill is here. That is the Durst Mill. We are quite near the Luna River crossroad, maybe 2 miles, 3 miles away. So what did she say to you?
We'll explain to him about she drew 5 cards.
Okay.
Um, something, Miradon and a Den of Wolves,
Okay,
Mother
so
Night.
so there were five things that she drew for you that you would be able to tell him. She talked about the Tome of Strahd, a magical book that will help you to defeat the Count. The holy symbol of Ravenkind, a powerful artifact that will also help you defeat him. The Sun Sword, a sword that contains within it the power of the sun itself, a weapon. It also said that you will find Strahd's enemy,
The
uh,
innocent, and then Strahd himself, and where final battle might occur.
and where the final battle might occur. So, what do you talk to him about first? The Tome of Strahd is the Five of Swords, the Myrmidon. You bring that up first?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was what she brought up to us first.
Okay. So he says, so you tell him about this. The Myrmidon, look for a den of wolves in the hills overlooking a mountain lake. The treasure belongs to Mother Night. He's like, wolves, huh? He's like, well, there are wolves that range the forests of Barovia. There's no question there. But if you are looking for a den of wolves in the hills overlooking a mountain lake, well, that certainly narrows it down. He kind of pours over his thing. He says, as far as I could tell,
Luna
there's
Lake.
only there's only a couple of places that would work.
Or Lake Baraktu.
Luna Lake is there are hills surrounding Luna Lake down here in the south. That could be the place. Or this Lake Baratok, which is by the hills, and not very far from here either. Um, Now, when you talk about the treasure belongs to Mother Night is a common appellation for the reigning female of a werewolf clan. Werewolf clans tend to be matriarchal, and it's just one of several appellations that a matriarch of a werewolf clan might attend to her. But if it was maybe there are other places, there are lakes in the moors that are kind of like there in the swamp. But honestly, Madam Eva, if she said that, I would say it would be either Luna Lake or Baratok. That would fit the
Well,
bill. That
Beartop's closer, so that would be the
Yeah, it's
first one to check.
closest. Yeah, that's what I was
Mr.
thinking.
Masterson, have you looked at this map? There's the Amber Temple, Yester Hill, Wizard of Wines.
from DDO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
the old mill. Yeah.
That's what he thinks. So the next one that you got was in the Taroko was the holy symbol of Ravenkind, the Four of Stars, the Abjurer. And that's the one you bring to him. I see, and Eva said, you tell him, Eva told you, I see a fallen house guarded by a great stone dragon. Look to the highest peak. And he says, a dragon? Did she say if it was a silver dragon?
Did not, I
She
don't
did
think she
not.
said.
Lord Argynvost?
Yeah, that would be it.
When Strahd drove his enemies into the valley long ago, uh, it was determined to annihilat him. The last thing he expected to encounter was a silver dragon. This is a legend that all of us know. That dragon was called Argynvost, and he came to the valley years earlier, but not as a dragon. He had come as a nobleman and had lived here, named Lord Argynvost. Um, he didn't stay in the valley. He knew of a place called the Amber Temple, which was a repository of hidden knowledge. Now it's a ruin, as far as I know. But Argynvost wanted to stay here, so he built a fortified mansion at a place called Argynvostholt.
Mm.
Yeah.
He was extraordinarily wealthy, lived
Oh.
among the humans for a long time. But he went to war. He formed an order of knights called the Order of the Silver Dragon. His mansion was adorned with the shape of the dragon, a fallen house guarded by a stone dragon. Frankly, that could only be Argynvost.
Okay.
Which is
Argynvost Holt.
That's just near the Luna River. And what is that land? Luna River Crossing. Okay.
The Luna River crossing is here. It's near Vallaki. This is south of there.
Yeah. So
Uh,
basically take that big dip and then go south.
Yeah, probably. There are other paths. You could see
Oh,
small paths
I
that go
found
through the.
Argan's Vault.
Yeah.
Okay. I was looking further south when you said Amber Temple.
Amber Temple's in Mouth
Yeah.
Gahakas.
Yeah. Um, Remind me where
The
we are
Amber
now.
Temple is to the south, in the deep south of Barovia.
What do you need reminding, Eric? I'm sorry.
Where are we?
Up in the
You're in
mountains.
Valaki.
That's what I
In this
thought.
big
Okay.
lake, Zarovich. It's just more or less in the middle.
We're
I
right
see. I
there.
see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the old mill, which is the Durst's mill, is a little south
Hmm.
It's about four
east of
miles
that.
south of the city, of the town
Let's
of
go check out
Valaki.
the
So
old mill.
we need to look there. We need to look over by Lake Baratok for a wolf den, it sounds like, or werewolves maybe.
Well, that's the closest place,
It could be.
lake by a.
It fits the bill, but Lake Luna also fits the bill. And
Yeah.
Right.
and he's like, there are werewolves in the Svalich Woods, no question. He goes, I don't know about by Luna Lake, but
But we need to do our research on what can harm werewolves because I think we may be fresh out.
well, your guess is that that little amulet that he hung on the door, you think that was made of silver.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it would be a small amount, not much more than would fit in a single coin
Yeah.
from where you come from. You think it's silver. It's definitely silvery colored.
We could, do we ask,
Yeah. Go
do
ahead.
we ask him?
Hmm.
We do possess some silver coins. Is there anyone who can turn them into, say, a weapon for us?
Oh, it's possible, but silver, I mean, there are so many people who would immediately tell the
Find
count
out. Yeah.
in order to find out. Let me ask around. I know of no person. This he goes. That symbol that thing belonged to my mother, and it came to me when she died, and it does keep werewolves and spawns away
Huh.
from my door, and it's kept me safe as I've lived here for a long time.
Hmm.
But enough silver to make a weapon? I don't know. It's possible. There are a couple of smiths in Valaki. Let me make some discreet questions on your behalf. I'll ask. What else?
Uh,
What else did Madame Eva say?
And we also need um
Sun Sword Wizard.
the well, no, not the chain mail that we found needs to be modified for Broomhilda.
Oh, right. Okay. So basically, you tell him that he's like, look, let me ask around if I can find somebody discreet, somebody that's willing to
Yeah.
work with
Well,
silver.
and you can use the chainmail as the reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'll do. I'll ask around. He goes, I don't know anybody off the top of my head. I know of no one who has an actual silver weapon,
Hmm.
but let me ask.
But
Perhaps if
maybe,
I'll ask, would perhaps if it might be that they ask you to part with some of the silver so that they can do something for themselves. But I don't know. I don't know. There are many of us who fight against the count as we are able. Perhaps I can find someone of similar nature. I know of many.
Sounds good. Then we'll tell him about the wizard and the sun sword. The
The
third one,
master
the
of
card.
the sun sword is the master of stars, the wizard. Look for a wizard's tower on a lake. Let the wizard's name and servant guide you to that which you seek. And he looks thoughtful. He's like, one of the men, this is legendary, but one of the men employed by Strahd to build Castle Ravenloft in time, centuries ago, was an archwizard named Kazan. After his work on the castle, these are stories that all of us have heard. After the work on the castle was complete, Kazan retired and built a tower for himself on Lake Bartok.
Oh,
okay.
Baratok.
See.
With the help of some engineers and laborers, he also built a causeway that connects the island on the lake with the shore.
Yeah,
That
you can see the little peninsula there sticking
Mhm.
in the lake.
in his waning years, Kazan visited the Amber Temple many times and discovered the rumor was that he had discovered the method to become a lich.
Oh,
He returned to his tower and was able to complete his transformation and became an evil undead sorcerer. Years later, after Strahd had taken over all of Barovia, Kazan went to Castle Ravenloft thinking to challenge Strahd for rulership of Barovia, but instead Strahd persuaded him to serve as an advisor.
Hmm.
When he wasn't advising him, the Lich spent most of his time in the Amber Temple trying to master the secrets of magic and hope of finding a way to project his spirit beyond the confines of Barovia, beyond this realm.
Hmm.
But the mythology goes that in one of these experiments, he failed and ended killing himself.
Hmm. Let's see.
The only wizard's tower that I can think of would be the tower on Lake Baratak,
Gotcha.
the Tower of Kazan.
Hey, if you all zoom in just to the left of Lake Baratok, there seems to be a wolf's head in the mountain over a cave.
In the mountain over the cave.
Look to the left of Lake Baratok.
Hmm.
You mean right
Oh, I
here?
see it. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't see it. Oh, oh yeah. Whoa,
There's
whoa.
also the village of Krezg. Krezg is a fortified village, and they are one of the few places where people who wish to go against the count can go and be relatively safe.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
It is a fortified town, and they have fought against the werewolves the and the count's
That's the
servants for many
town
years
on
of
the old
Krezk. Yeah,
Slavic road.
Svalich Road. Yeah.
Okay.
wow.
So
Huh.
since we're so close to the old mill, do we check the old mill first?
Well, I mean, that kind of fits with the death house thing. Um, I'm not sure because the different things he's telling us through the tarot reading have not really mentioned the old mill.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
might find information there.
Let's see. Wow. All right.
Okay,
Enemy of the innocent.
the
Who
fourth card is
would that
the
be?
innocent.
The fourth card is the innocent, your ally against Strahd. Strahd's enemy. This card sheds lights on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness, and it is Evil's bride is the one you seek.
Okay.
He has no idea what that means.
Um, that's Irina.
That's Irina?
I think
Irina,
so.
the young woman? She's not
Evil's bride.
Evil's
Irina
bride.
is her name.
She's
Well,
not she's not a
Irina Kolana.
what was the spawn that we ran downstairs said that
Radu.
Yeah.
yeah, Radu.
What did he say?
He said that was Strahd's beloved.
Yes.
So about
Not that it's
Irina.
reciprocating, because it takes two to tango, but
Hmm.
He did know her, seemed to react. So when you guys spoke to Rado and you mentioned her name, he did absolutely react. And he said Strahd desires her.
correct.
Hmm.
But he didn't know anything beyond that, or didn't seem
Yeah,
to.
my guess is she's like a reincarnation, probably.
Hmm.
It's possible. But according to Madame Eva, she is destined to be your ally against him.
Hmm.
He was like, "Look, I'm sorry, but she left. She was here in Vallaki. He says like a fortnight, maybe longer, maybe up as much as 3 weeks ago. She had come to Vallaki, stayed for a couple of days. She's originally from the village of Barovia. Her family still lives there, as far as I know.
Hmm.
The Kolyanoviches, but she was here and then left. I don't know where she went.
Yeah,
I could try to find out which road she took.
we might have to track her down. And then the fifth card is Strahd himself and where the final battle might occur, which is, probably
Almost certainly his castle.
his castle.
At least that's the way you guys are interpreted. He knows not. Vasha doesn't know anything about this.
Well, we just got invited to his castle.
And you are fortunate that you did not go. For those invited to his castle, rarely if ever return.
Let's see.
He would have made slaves of you.
Where
That's what he
is his
does.
castle on this map?
Castle Ravenloft, right here, just to the northeast of Barovia.
Yeah. Let's see. Huh.
Oh, it's over here, Tommy. Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
So you guys will remember that when you guys materialized, you were on the old Svalish Road east of
Yeah,
Barovia,
back that way. Yeah.
where you were attacked in these woods, and then the old hunter guy kind of brought you into Barovia, and you guys hid out in the church of the Lightbringer or whatever the hell they call it, the Dawnbringer, something like that.
Right.
And then they had a sealed magical carriage, and they basically during the day before the night came down, and because they were like, you guys are way too close to Castle Ravenloft, you guys, and they took you this road, across the Ivlis River, all the way through here, past Westgate, and all the
Into
way to
Valaki.
into Vallaki. It took almost the entire day
Right.
to get there, but they got you here, and they were like, that's it. We're done with you.
Well, we need to go to the church in Valaki and go in the cellar and kill the vampire spawn there.
Is there one in there too?
According to DDO.
Well, according to DDO, that's fine, but you know that I play fast and loose with the source material, so
There was rats in there and a chest full of magic item.
awesome. All right, we are
Well,
beyond time, so Vasha basically says you will stay here tonight, tend to your friend with the ghoul fever, and see if you can break it, which you guys successfully did. And then we will begin in the morning at Vasha's next Sunday night, because we got 2 Sundays in a row because of the B team issue.
All right.
So remember, we're
Cool.
we're back here next Sunday with this.
Oh, okay.
okay.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's the
Cool. Okay.
hold please.
Second?
It is the 1st. Yeah, the 1st of February. We'll be back here.
Okay.
So a
And
week from
for
tonight.
purposes, we're probably going to go to
February-
the old mill.
So February is the 1st and the 22nd.
1st
Or is it-
and the 22nd. That's correct. Yeah, it's B team on the 8th, and then I'm
Oh,
actually
because we're switching
gone.
with them. Is
Yeah,
what
we had to. Yeah, it was in the email that I sent out on Wednesday. Basically, to make it work with the other guys, we switched. We switched Strahd and B team on the 1st and the 8th. I'm
Okay.
out on the 15th,
Just
and
for
then
February or forever?
just for February.
Okay.
We'll go back to the regular schedule.
And you might want to follow up with Gwen on that because she may or may not know that. I don't know.
Gwen and Matt. Yeah.
Okay,
and
I'll let
Matt.
them know.
So
Yep.
very cool. Thank you very much, Les.
Thank
Thank
you.
you guys.
I'm
Thank you.
glad Basha found this.
Congratulations on surviving
I had no idea.
Death House.
Yeah. Did we save the kids then?
They disappeared. You're not sure.
Bastards.
Well, we put their bones to rest. That's about all we could do.
True. The light was back on in the attic when you guys left, though.
Was the light ever out?
No.
When you entered the attic, there was no light.
Okay.
When Faylene flew up to the attic, there was no light. You guys could see light coming out, but when Faylene was on the edge of the thing, she did not
Well,
see any light inside.
I mean, if you all want, we can research that again from the outside, but I don't know if that's a waste of time or what at this point.
I don't really want to go back in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't blame you there, old lamper thigh.
Lamprey thigh Akutagawa.
Yeah.
All right,
right.
gentlemen, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. I hope you had a good
Thank you.
time.
Good
Have
game.
a good week.
You as well.
Did you get a bunch of snow, Aaron?
We got it. I've been shoveling snow all day long, and I ache from head to toe. That's why I'm kind of sitting here, kind of drifting.
Yeah, I'm with you. I had about 13 inches here.
Dang.
Oh, wow.
And
Dang.
well,
And it
with
snowed
the hill
too.
and stuff, it kind of blows up too. So, as I told these guys earlier, I had to put a orange bicycle flag on my wife when she went outside, so I wouldn't lose her in the snow.
Eric, Tom's wife Donna. Tom's a big dude. Donna is a tiny one. She's
5
like
foot.
this big. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not even quite 5 foot. So.
She's not quite 5 foot. She's bragging if she says she's 5 foot tall.
Well, she'll say she's like 4'11 3/4. I mean,
That's accurate.
She is not
That's
big.
Precise. That's precise.
All right.
All right.
See you next
I'm
Sunday.
glad you all are well.
Sounds good. We're glad to see you, buddy.
Get
All right.
some sleep, buddy.
Take care,
Good
everyone.
night. Good night.
Night.